funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and reconnect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Why do every woman want to talk to my wife? That's weird. even the lady sitting around say the same exact thing. Oh, we got to talk to your wife. No, the hell not. You gonna talk to my wife like for what? Why you need to talk to her for? You talking to me? I'm the head.
Not the tail. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. The head, not the tail.
Obesity is America's deadliest epidemic.
This is America.
74% of us are overweight, and the $160 billion weight loss industry thrives on keeping it this way.
This is America.
This system wasn't built to help us. It was built to keep us sick and stuck. But not anymore. Hims & Hers offers life-changing weight loss medications that are affordable, doctor-trusted, and designed to fit your body, goals, and lifestyle. Join us in the fight for a healthier America.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Come on in. Come on in to the lounge. Y'all know exactly what time it is. Y'all know exactly what time it is. Come into the lounge, come into the lounge, come into the lounge, come into the lounge. Salute everybody. My name is Urban, and I appreciate you tuning into the stream. Appreciate you tuning into the stream tonight, man. Tonight, we're going to continue our conversation talking about big backs because apparently, man, I didn't want to trigger a lot of people yet again. but, see, y'all got to understand this. It's a method to the madness, okay? It's a method to the madness. It's a method to why I'm addressing this topic. It's a method to why I'm calling for accountability as well too for this particular topic. Cause it is this, like I told y'all, 2025 is the year of accountability, man. It really is. It really is. It is your accountability for real, man. And this is one of the topics that we're dealing with right now, dealing with this big bad thing for real. Because apparently a lot of people didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo last week. They didn't get the memo the week before when we talk about this. So we're going to run this back yet again. All right? What I said last week and what I'm going to say, what I said last week, what I said the week prior, and what I'm saying this week, it is not going to change. At the end of the day, when we deal with big backs, right? Big backs are not only not desirable, but they do not qualify for the type of relationships that they are looking for. And it does facts. It does facts. It does facts. Do y'all know it's some big backs out there right now, and they believe that they can qualify for the same level of relationships as these modern day women that's out there, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? These are modern day women. They want dudes with a 6-figure income and stuff, right? They want the dude to have a perfect shaped body. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And all these good old amenities, right? But these type of women, these type of women, they do not qualify for them in our period. They don't. Their attitudes are messed up. They're not on the same level or anything like that, period. They're not. Imagine big back women having that same type of mentality that they say that they're qualified for dudes who have a 6-figure income. They qualify for a dude who's well in shape. They qualify for a dude not only who's well in shape physically, but mentally and spiritually as well too. They believe that they qualify for this type of man or this type of relationship, right? They honestly believe that. They honestly believe that they are the cream of the crop. And they believe that since they believe that they're the cream of the crop, and also they believe that since they are a woman with a vagina, they believe that they just qualify for any type of man, period, especially these high earning type of men. I say it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I say it's bullshit. Because in reality, you don't. You don't. I hate to bust your bubble. I hate to hurt your feelings, but once again, you don't. You do not qualify for these type of men. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that it's not going to be no sucker dude that's going to try to holler at you. I'm not saying that, because any dude will holler at you, you know what I'm saying? But not the type of dude that you're looking for is going to try to holler at you. Now, once again, any type of dude will try to holler at you. Any type of dude will try to shoot their shot. You know what I'm saying? These low-level dudes, these dudes who are average as best type dudes, you know what I'm saying, or under that, well, most definitely will shoot their shot and try to holler at you, without a shadow of doubt. But these higher earning dudes who are taking care of themselves, who are out, they're eating right, they're working out, they're building themselves where they can have a really good social economical status in the society. They're not checking for y'all big back women at all. They're not checking for y'all, period. They're not checking for y'all, period. They're not. And once again, I hate to burst y'all bubble on this, but that's the reality of it. You know what? We could put it this way. Imagine me, myself, Urban, is a big bad dude, right? Well, I'm literally a big bad, right? I'm overweight. I'm obese. And I'm sitting here trying to shoot my shot at a woman who's high quality. 9 times out of 10, that woman is not going to holler at me. She's not. She's going to say the same exact damn thing that I'm telling women right now, which, hey, you're not qualified for me. It just don't have to do with attraction, because I know that's what you're going to say. Maybe she wasn't attracted to you. No, it don't just have that to do with attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. It's the total package. It's everything. Everything. That woman going to sit up here and tell me like, no, And why would she? Would she have so many different options out there, right? She has so many different options out there to choose from. So why in the hell would she choose a dude that is a big bat? Well, she got several different options to choose at any given time. Likewise, same as that thing with the men out there. Why in the hell would a dude, why in the hell would Buddy choose you when he have so many different options out there to choose from? Why? Why would he do that? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I wanted to open up this monologue, throwing this disclaimer out there, letting y'all know, hurting y'all feelings. If you feel how the way you feel, oh well, it is what it is. But in reality, for the type of dudes that you're trying to look for, the type of dudes that you want to be with, these quality dudes that's of a sound mind and everything, right? You just don't qualify for them dudes, period. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. That's the harsh reality of our culture. That's the harsh reality of our society. It just is what it is. Now, the thing that I want to bring to the forefront, and this is going to be one of the main focal points of the show tonight, is this. Even though that you don't qualify for that type of said man that I'm telling y'all, right, that doesn't mean that you just totally exempt from it. Once again, just because you don't qualify for that type of man that you desire, right, that doesn't mean that you're exempt from it. What do you mean by that? You could do things to change your condition. You could do things to change your mentality. You could do things to change how the way you look. By all means. By all means. You could change how the way you are if you choose to do that. All you have to do is change your eating habits. All you have to do is put on a healthy diet. All you have to do is start going out and working out and really just changing yourself. Doing it not only for yourself, but also putting yourself in position to qualify for the type of man that you're looking for. No different from a man doing the same exact thing, where we have to put ourselves in a certain position to qualify for the type of woman that we're looking for. Mind, body, and spirit. It's just that simple. So yeah, you're not totally exempt. You're not totally out of it unless you choose to stay in that same condition that you're in right now. Then yeah, you're out of it. You're gone. You're out of there. You're done. But if you want to choose to change, you have that option to choose to change. Today on this podcast, I want to challenge y'all today. I want y'all to have this honest question in your mind. Do you really qualify for the type of relationship that you're looking for? Do you? Do you honestly qualify for the type of relationship that you're looking for? Now, when I say relationship, I'm not just talking about, intimacy. I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about the overall package. Relationship not only being with an intimate person, but do you qualify for relationships within the social norm, within culture? Do you qualify for that? Do you qualify for having interactions with friends and family and all the different things as well too? Hell, do you even qualify to work the way that you want to work? Do you qualify for all that? On this show, I'm going to revealing a lot of different truths, and I honestly want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. All right, and also this is going to be a call-in show as well too. I'll be dropping the link a little later, but I just want y'all to understand where I'm coming from and why I'm being so direct talking about this situation. Okay. Because a lot of people, when they look at me, they talking about, Urban, you just being mean, you being rude. Yeah, there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it, Urban. Where it won't hurt people's feelings. The hell with that. It is time out for all this coddling, okay? It's time out for all this coddling. It's time out for all this tone policing. It is time for us to literally hold each other accountable. I am so thankful that I have people out there right now that literally hold your boy accountable. I'm so thankful that I have people out there that do that. That will literally tell your boy, hey, bro. I'm just saying. The only way you're going to get yourself the way that you need to be at, the way that you desire that you want to be at, is for you to hold yourself accountable. I know right now also, a lot of y'all, at the beginning of this year in January, right? A lot of y'all set goals for yourself, as usual. Y'all set different goals for yourself financially. Y'all set different goals for yourself for us relationship-wise. And you have set goals for yourself, what? Physically. What do I mean? A lot of y'all say that, hey, I'm going to write a vision board, and guess what? I'm finally going to start working out, and I'm going to go to that damn gym. Y'all say that. But the moment when you remotely attempt to go into that gym, what start happening to you? You start getting discouraged. You start feeling insecure. That gym start hurting your body. It start hurting your mind, right? Where it start hurting you so much where you like, man, I digress. Some of y'all start going on diets as well too. Your body start reacting to it. Your body start telling you that it was something wrong with you, but it really wasn't nothing wrong. But the only thing you was doing is rejecting all the toxins and stuff that is in your body. Your body is literally going through a phase that's similar to a person who's a drug addict. But where you start having withdrawals. You think it is something wrong with you, but it's not. But you look at it as though it is, and guess what? You gave up. You gave up going to the gym. You gave up on your diet. And here you are now. Listen to Urban talk about you. Here's Urban out here talking about you, telling you what the hell you don't qualify for. Here's Urban getting all up in your damn business and you all mad and upset at me because I'm telling you the truth. Because part of that vision board is that some of y'all wanted some good, long-lasting relationships, right? Let's keep it real. Y'all wanted some good, long-lasting relationships. But here this fool Urban go, getting up in your damn business, telling you what you failed at. Telling you what you should do. Telling you that by you being in the condition where you in, right, that you're not going to qualify for that. How dare Urban do that? How dare you? You don't know my struggles. You don't know my insecurities. You don't know what I done been through. I went through a whole week attempting to try to go on a diet, attempting to try to go to the gym, and I stopped because it hurted me. You don't know my struggles. How dare you, Urban? How dare I? I wouldn't say all this if I didn't occur, man. Because some of y'all thinking that I'm just doing this solely for content, right? But like I told y'all, it's a method behind my madness, for real. It's a method why I do what I do. It's a method why I say what I say and mean what I say. It's a method behind it. So yeah, how dare I get up in your business and hurt your feelings? How dare I do that? I dare to do it because in reality, the people who's around you don't care enough about you to check your ass. I said it. The people around you don't care enough about you to check your ass like how I'm doing it. I said it. I sure the hell did. To tell you that you're screwing the hell up. To tell you that you need to hold yourself accountable. And yes, I am judging. Absolutely I am. Absolutely, I'm judging you. Because it's time out for all this little whitewashing stuff that you got going on, all this little victim blaming that you got going on, all this stuff that you said that you wanted to do, you may have attempted to do, that you stopped for doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's time out for all that. It's time out for all that. It is time for some harsh reality, and it's time for some harsh truth tonight. This is the reason why I'm talking about it. This is the God-honest reason why I've been talking about this for this past 3 weeks. To be quite honest with y'all. Letting you know that if you want what you desire, right, you got to work for it. Once again, if you want what you desire, you simply got to put in the work and work for it. You got to not be lazy anymore. I put it to y'all this way. We forget to some clips in a minute, y'all. Well, matter of fact, I'm show something else real quick, but I put it to y'all this way. Those of y'all who said that I offended y'all, right, for these past 3 weeks talking about obesity, talking about big back people, big back women, and all stuff there that I offended y'all, right? Those of y'all who I offended, right? I want y'all to do this. Since y'all are so mad at me, since y'all are so upset at me, right? This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to prove me wrong. Prove everything I'm saying is wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me the hell wrong. Show me that everything I said about you wasn't correct. Show me. Show me. And there's only one way to do that, and it's not through word salad. Nope, it's not through word salad. Only way you're going to prove me wrong is for you get your lazy ass up and get up in that gym. Get your lazy ass up and improve yourself. That's how you're going to prove me wrong. So prove me wrong. By all means, prove me wrong. Go ahead. I'll be waiting. Prove me wrong. Because other than that, I'm right. I am absolutely right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. So I want y'all to prove me wrong. Those of y'all who got so mad and got up in your feelings, got so triggered. Oh my God, you don't know us, Urban. You don't know us, huh? Okay. I don't know you. Bet. Prove me wrong. Shout out to everybody who's at the bidder right now. Salute. We finna get into it, y'all. That was hell of a monologue, but we finna get into it, y'all. We feel really dive deep into this, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. We got Lionel in the building. Salute, welcome. Salute, welcome. Hey. we got my boy Speak in the building. Salute, Speak, welcome. Welcome. Salute. We got my boy SBK. Salute. Welcome. Mr. Wilson in the building. Welcome. We got Mr. John Light 20 in the building. Salute. Sure. Hey. And we also got Bougie Bob in the building. What's up with it, Bob? Hey, for the first time, y'all, we got Gizzard in the building, y'all. Hey, we gotta do this for y'all. Cheers over there from SBK channel and E channel, man. Salute and welcome to the lounge. Hey, you're in for a treat tonight, for real, for sure. It ain't no live like Urban Live at the lounge, for sure. Hey, you think I'll be clowning over there at SBK channel? Sure, I'll be clowning over my channel, for real. I ain't lying. And she said, I am here for it. Let me do this. Let me share this with y'all. Just so y'all can understand where I'm coming from and understand the severity of the situation. All right. I want to share something to y'all according to the CDC. All right. This is what the CDC say about obesity. All right. Hear this. This is what the CDC says about obesity. Y'all just kind of ignore that part where it say they had to comply with President Trump's order. Let's kind of ignore that for right now, okay? Okay, because I know y'all go like, President Trump executive order. Some of y'all will sit up there and say it, talk about, well, President Trump's order been revoked every single time. That's some bullshit. Because obviously it's not if the CDC website had to put it up here.
That's bullshit.
Obviously it's not. But that's neither here nor there. But all right, according to the CDC, right, adult obesity facts. First of all, obesity is a serious, common, and costly chronic disease. More than 2 out of 5 U.S. adults have obesity. Obesity affects some groups more than others, including non-Hispanics, Black adults, and adults with less education, meaning the poor. Many adults with obesity have other serious chronic diseases, which includes diabetes and heart disease. Obesity accounts for nearly $173 billion in medical expenditures in 2019 dollars. And I want y'all to think about all that. Think about this. Those of y'all who are currently big back right now, right? I mentioned this on last week, and I mentioned this the week prior, and I'm going to mention this week as well, too. You went into a relationship, right? Knowing good and damn well you have all these problems with you by being a big back, by being obese, right? You have these chronic diseases that you got going on for yourself, such as diabetes and heart disease, right? You got all these medical expenses as well too that you account for. I said that not only it was unrealistic, but it was very unfair for you to literally bring all these medical problems into a relationship. And have the audacity to say that you qualify for any type of relationship.
That's bullshit.
Because you don't. You're literally bringing in all these chronic illnesses and expense into this relationship, and you have the expectation for the person that say that they care about you, right? The person that they say they love you, right, to take on all these expenses, not because you're trying to change, but because you feel entitled, because you feel like that this person's supposed to love you how the way you are.
What?
How dare you think like that? What in your right mind will make you think that a grown adult is going to take on your problems, take on your struggles that you created, by the way? It wasn't because the devil did it. It wasn't because people made you do it. It's because at the end of the day, you did it. You caused this on yourself. You caused this on yourself. You did. And you have the audacity to say that you qualify for someone, a matter of fact, anyone in this situation. You have the audacity to say that you qualify for anyone, right? But you're bringing on all these problems into the relationship and have the audacity to tell the person they need to accept you how the way you are, and you're not going to change.
That's bullshit.
Nope. That's not even a fair deal at all, period. If we was looking at relationship as transactional, right? This person is literally bringing in all these problems into the relationship. What is this person is getting out of return? Nothing. Occasional sex, because even then, you barely can have sex because you're not even physically fit to even have sex. Sex costs energy. Sex is a workout on itself. And guess who is the only person who's going to be working out? That dude, right? And you're just sitting there. So why would that be a fair exchange? Why would that be a fair deal for that dude to take on all that and he ain't getting nothing but occasional sex? That's it. And maybe a good meal out of it. That's if you could get up and cook for him. Let's keep it real. Now, they also continue on to say this. It said, many U.S. adults have obesity. Now, I said the prevalence of obesity among U.S. adults 20 and over is at 41.9% during 2017, March to March 2020. During the same time, the prevalence of severe obesity among U.S. adults was 9.2%. This means that more than 100 million adults have obesity and more than 22 million adults have severe obesity. The prevalence of obesity increased from 30.5% between 1999 and 2000 to 41.9%, and in 2017 through March to 2020. During the same time, the prevalence of severe obesity increased from 44.7% to 9.2%. Now, one last thing. Obesity is defined as having a body mass index BMI of 30.0 or higher. Now, severe obesity is defined by having a BMI of 40.0 or higher. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Those of y'all who's my retractors, right? Those of y'all who were against this for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been talking about this, right? By me literally presenting to y'all the evidence behind this, the evidence of being a big bat, or if y'all want to use the technical term so it won't hurt your feelings, that's fine. The evidence of obesity, right, is right there. It's literally right there. The evidence of obesity is ultimately is that it's going to cause for you to have a very short lifespan if you don't take care of yourself. Also, the evidence presented there is that since you are on this obesity level, right? You do not qualify for these type of relationship that you're looking for. You don't. Nobody is not going to want to take care of you simply because you don't want to take care of yourself. Let's keep it real. Why would a person want to be in a relationship with you if you don't even want to do the bare minimum or take care of yourself? Why? Why would you think in your right mind that you could qualify for any type of man? You know what I'm saying? Preferably the type of man that you desire, right? Why would you think that when you can't even take care of yourself? Here's another thing I want y'all to consider as well, too. If you can't take care of yourself, how in the hell are you going to reciprocate and take care of another grown individual? How are you going to do that? Tell me how. Because you can't. The reason why is because your mentality won't let you. That's why. That's why. Like I stated earlier, all of this could simply change by you staying firm and staying focused and doing what you need to do and go ahead and take care of yourself. Take care of your body. It's that simple. That's all you got to do is take care of yourself. I'm gonna jump into some clips in a few minutes, right? But hey, y'all notice this. This is my observation, all right? This is my personal observation. I'm not saying that this is 100 facts or whatever, but this is just my observation. But I have noticed that when I do see people who are in relationship with people who are obese, right? Or people who are big back, right? I notice something. I notice that the person who's in a relationship with them, right? I notice that they slowly but steady start becoming obese themselves. I noticed that. Or they're actually borderline obese, or they're actually obese also. So like case in point, you get the one slim dude, right? And for some weird, strange reason, he decides to get into a relationship with a woman who's obese, who's a big back, right? Something tends to happen behavior-wise. That obese woman or that big back woman is already insecure about herself because she knows that she's overweight. Let alone a dude finally decide to choose her, right? This out of a million, right? It's like to her, it's like she won the lottery. She finally got some type of dude, any type of dude, to be in a relationship with her. So she's happy, she's ecstatic, right? But at the same time, guess what's happening to her? She's insecure. Because she's still wondering in the back of her head, right? She's wondering, why in the hell did this dude choose to be with me? Look at me, I'm a fat ass. Y'all know y'all be saying that, ladies. Why in the hell he chose to be with me? I'm a fat ass. Why he chose to be with me? I just don't get it. And of course, Buddy be sitting up here being a beta and sipping.
Beta!
Babe, I just love you for you, baby. I just love you for you. And then you start eating that up, right? Eating it up, but you're still insecure. Guess what you do? Throughout your insecurity, behavior-wise, right, something happens. If you at least able-bodied and you could have some mobility over you, right, guess what you're going to start doing? You're going to start cooking for a buddy. Not only are you going to cook for buddy, you're going to cook this extraordinary meal for a buddy. That's to show off your excuse is that you're showing off your cooking skills. But deep down inside, that's not the reason why you're doing it. The reason why you're doing it is because this is your insecurity. Deep down inside, you're literally sabotaging, buddy. You cooking this big old meal, right? Ham hocks, neck bones, right? Pork chops, fried chicken, fried okra, fried everything, right? Pizza, hamburger, tacos. Cooking all these different type of extraordinary meals for Buddy, right? Buddy is happy. Oh my God, you can cook. And he eating and eating. And so something happens. Instead of you just giving like portion-wise meals, you do something. You end up loading up Buddy plate with all this food. He'll be like, oh man, oh my God, babe, I can't eat all this. Babe, go ahead and eat it while you're gluttoning yourself, right? You got a whole plate full of everything, right? And it's the plate, the food, there's so much food on the plate that is literally falling off the plate. And then you load Buddy plate up the same exact way how your plate is. Guess what happened? Psychologically speaking. Instead of Buddy loving you for you, right? Guess what? He started entering into that mentality that he had to do these things to prove his love for you. So he began to eat that plate, knowing good and well he's full, but still eat in a way because he don't want you to feel bad. You also low-key mentioned to Buddy too, like, well, you know how I am. You know my insecurity, right? You know my insecurity. You know my insecurity. And so you manipulate him and put him on a guilt trip. And so now he feel like that he got to do it to prove his love. So he began to eat and develop a gluttony, right? And guess what? Buddy slowly but steady start gaining weight. And you're happy. You're happy. Because he's no longer looking like that healthy dude that you was questioning about, that you was insecure about. You're happy now because he's just like you. Literally sabotaging this dude on purpose due to your insecurity. Now, both of y'all are overweight. Both of y'all are dealing with high blood pressure. Both of y'all are dealing with, Lord forbid, diabetes and all these other chronic illnesses and stuff. Both of y'all. Medical bills high as hell and everything. All because of your insecurity. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question again. Do you honestly, in this situation, do you honestly believe that that person deserves to be in a relationship? Do you? I hope the answer is no. Because through that scenario, right? And some of y'all will even say, man, shit, that's a huge scenario. No. You'll be surprised. You would be surprised how many relationships exist like that. You'll be surprised. But do she deserve to be in a relationship? No. Because not only she's physically insecure, but she's emotionally insecure as well too. She's emotionally insecure as well too. That is the clear definition of bringing baggage into the relationship. Not only baggage, but bringing unnecessary baggage to the relationship. Let me give y'all an example. Those of y'all who travel, right? Who do your traveling stuff, right? Do you hate it where some people will bring unnecessary stuff to the relationship? Well, bring unnecessary stuff on the trip that you don't need, but they feel like they need to bring it, carrying all this additional baggage for no apparent reason. That's what I'm talking about. There's some baggage that is needed without a shadow of doubt. There's some things that you pack up. It is needed. So when you unpack that thing, right, it could be beneficial for the relationship. That's facts. But there are other things that is not needed, but you decide to bring it anyway. These things that I'm talking about is these different things dealing with insecurities and trauma bonding, and all this other bullshit that you don't need. You end up bringing that with you anyway when you don't need that. That's bringing excess baggage that you don't need instead of leaving it behind. Where's that? That's what a lot of these big back obese people do. That they bring all this unnecessary baggage into the relationship and have the expectation that buddy's supposed to want to unpack all of this and deal with it. Nope. Not a good deal at all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, y'all, because we cooking tonight, y'all, for real. We cooking for real, y'all. We cooking for real. I want to jump into some clips real quick, y'all. Then I'm going to jump into the comments later. I want to jump into some clips and stuff because I want y'all to also understand where I'm coming from, all right? So let me share this with y'all. There are different things I want to share with y'all with these clips, right? I want y'all to listen to this, and I want y'all to give me y'all perspective about this, all right? Let's go.
I say it's okay to be 600 pounds, and you say it's not because it's not.
Have we truly made it to a point in our society where we pretend that it's okay to be 600 fucking pounds? Like, I love the little quotations, like, oh, like, it's not okay to be 600 pounds. It's not okay. Now, I understand why the sentient fucking beanbag chair would want to push that message because of cope, but if you genuinely see that and start to believe it, please just listen to the rest of this video. These are just some of a long list of complications that come with being extremely obese. Extreme obesity is defined as a body mass index or a BMI of 40 or above. A 600-pound average height woman has a body mass index of 99.83. Let's just highball it and say that they're 6 foot tall. That is still a BMI 2 times over extreme obesity. I already know some of you soon-to-be family-sized body bags are going to hop in my comment section and act like I'm talking about people who are 30 pounds overweight. I am not. I'm talking about people who are 600 fucking pounds. People who are chopping off decades of their life expectancy. People who can barely move because they're quite...
Let me clarify. He's talking about people over 600 pounds. I'm talking about people who, preferably women who are 300 pounds over. That's where I'm at. I'm starting there. See, he's being nice. I'm starting at 300 or higher. Shoot, the hell. I'm starting at 300 or higher. If you're a woman and you 300 and higher, nah. Nope.
Crushed under the weight of themselves. These are barely lives worth living that are cut short. And then this woman has the audacity to say, oh, should people be judged for being sick or disabled? That's not what we're talking about, ma'am. You can't hide behind people who are sick or people who are disabled to justify your ridiculous argument. It is not okay to be 600 pounds, and that's okay to say. That's not an attack on their character. Healthy at any size is just an objective lie. Please stop encouraging people to dive into their own gluttonous natures or to risk their own lives so that you could feel better about yours. I am by no means promoting like a skinny culture or fat shaming, but I do think that we should encourage people to just live healthier lifestyles, and 600 pounds, that ain't it.
A couple of things I want to unpack what he was saying, all right? The first thing is this, and this is going to go into my next talking point, all right? The first thing is this. Do y'all know that there's actually a current narrative or a current culture out there where big bad people are banding together and they're creating what is known as a network or a community? Y'all are aware of that, correct? When I say a community, I'm talking about a community that is very similar to what the LGBTQ community did, where they ended up banding together and created this community, right? They created this community so much so where they literally had laws change where they end up adding them on to certain DEI policies, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Do y'all know that it is the same type of one community that's developing right now, the big bad community that is developing right now where they trying to be on the same level as the LGBTQ community. So much so where they trying to develop laws that's going to center around helping big bad people or obese people. Y'all are aware of that, right? Let me give y'all a case in point. Y'all remember on 3 weeks ago, I was talking about Dank, right? I was talking about the big back rapper Dank, right? She was had this whole issue about getting into the Lyft thing, and she was suing Lyft and all the good stuff, and I did a reaction video on that, right? Let me share with you what Dank is talking about this time around. All right, if I could find her ass, where's she at? Let me share with you what Dank is talking about this time around. All right, let's get it. Key takeaways that I want y'all to understand. Not the whole them bringing in the chair to her, because we know what that is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's self-explanatory. She was too big to fit into a normal chair, so they had to bring a whole down bench out there to her. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we're not going to dive deep into that because it's self-explanatory. But she had mentioned this. She mentioned accommodation. Then she had compared accommodations that's equivalent to the LGBTQ community. So in other words, she believes that every big bad person should be a part of the said community and have the same type of accommodations as the LGBTQ community does, including certain laws put together to make them be part of what is known as a protection class. Right? That's what she's talking about. That's what she's insinuating, right? I wonder how y'all feel about that. Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree that big back people should be part of a protected class due to their obesity? Now keep in mind, many are choosing to be obese for various reasons, whether it's trauma bonding, whatever the case may be, they're choosing to be this way. For whatever reason it is, they're choosing this. Just like the LGBTQ community, right, where they're choosing their certain lifestyle, right? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree that they should be part of a protective class? Because this is where it's leaning towards, right? This is where it's leaning towards. And I'm gonna throw this curveball out here as well too, and I want y'all to think about this. We already dealt with this protected class thing, dealing with the LGBTQ community, right? Imagine them making obese people part of a protection class as well too. Guess what's going to happen? There are going to be other people that's going to come forward, right? That's not part of the social norm, right? Or it's not normal in culture. And they're going to come forward and say, hey, we want to be a part of a protection class as well too. For example, men and women who are pedophiles. Men and women who are pedophiles, right? They're gonna come forth and say, I can't help it. It is part of my nature to be sexually attracted to a child. And I believe that we should be protected as such because I'm attracted to that. It's part of my nature. It's part of my biological nature to be that way. Then they end up going to a weird doctor who will write up this whole thesis paper, right, and publish it through, make it a peer level review publishing and stuff, right? Of their findings to say, yeah, you know what, it is true. Then they're presenting this finding to Congress and stuff, right? And guess what? Now they part of a protection class because they was up in their feelings because at the end of the day, they want to live a certain lifestyle. Would y'all agree with that? Because that's what it's leaning towards. That's exactly what it's leaning towards. And this is the reason why I say this. This is the reason why I say that 2025 is a year of accountability, because all this stuff that is happening, right, where people believe that they should do whatever the hell they want, when they want, without no accountability behind it. No, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
No. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. It ain't no gray area in between it. Right is right and wrong is wrong, period. It ain't no wrong is right and right is wrong bullshit. No. It's right is right, wrong is wrong, period. If we don't do our part as the simple human being and holding each other accountable for our crazy, chaotic behavior, then any old thing is going to fly. They're going to pass it up, talk about bestiality. That's going to be okay for you to marry a damn dog and cat or pig or a tree. Whatever suits your fancy. Hell, if you want to marry the damn earth itself, shit, they're going to let you marry the earth. But it had to be some line drawn in the sand where you say, look, I got to be held accountable for this. Enough is enough with this. But if we keep on doing this thing where we act like what's that animal is, or ostrich? You act like an ostrich, right? Yeah, y'all know what ostriches do, right? When they become afraid, ostriches hide their head under the ground and pretend that nothing's happening. Pretend that their life is not being threatened. That's what they do. Or what they also do is that they'll run from it. Y'all do know that ostriches is one of the fastest birds in the animal kingdom, correct? So they are quick to either hide their head on the ground, under the ground, or run away from the problem. Right? Do y'all want to have that ostrich mentality where you either hide your head under the ground or run away, where every single thing happens when you know it's wrong? How would this look with your children, your generations as well too, if they end up on doing stuff like this? Your children, your generation, if y'all have children, some of y'all may not have children, you may have grandchildren, or you may have stepchildren, or you may have nieces and nephews, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? How would that look when these generations have to deal with that? How would that look? And you hide in your head, and next thing you know, you done pass away, and they sitting up here dealing with your bullshit because you sitting up here around hiding instead of dealing with it, instead of saying something about it, holding people accountable. This is the reason why we said 3 weeks ago that we believe that shaming should absolutely be part of our culture for real. Absolutely. And when I say shaming, I'm not talking about shaming as far as hating on the person because you just hate that person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about shaming to put accountability on that person with the intent of that person changing in a positive way. Holding each other accountable. That's what I'm talking about. But if we're not doing that, if we're not judging each other, if we're not saying it, if we're not saying what we need to say, then anything gonna go. Including this craziness, what she talking about. But listen, now the reason why people staring at the obese people, right, is because they want to hold them accountable. They want to hold them accountable. They're trying to figure out what happened to you in your life for you to decide to literally kill yourself. Because let's keep it for what it is. They're literally self-sabotaging themselves. They're literally sit up here deleting themselves, but slowly. It's like a slow deletion. That's what they literally are doing to themselves. And so people are trying to figure out, like, why in the hell are you self-deleting yourself slowly? That's why people are looking at you crazy, like, why are you doing it? Why? You have, especially when you're a middle-aged woman too, especially if you're a middle-aged woman and you're on this level of obesity or you're big bad, young people was looking at you like, man, you have a full life to live and you're literally slowly self-deleting yourself. For what? Is it over a man? Is it because of your upbringing? What happened for you to want to slowly self-delete yourself? What's happening? That's why they looking. Which that goes back to what I'm saying about the whole shaming thing. Absolutely, we should shame. I remember a point of time, and I want culture right. I remember a point in time where we was all holding each other accountable. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where we was all literally a community. We was all so much of a community where we know each other, right? We know our neighbors and stuff, right? And we just so comfortable and had a whole network of friendship within our community, right? Where it was so cool that we would sit up here having block parties together because everybody knew each other in the community, right? Having block parties together. We were so much of a network community where even the parents was holding other parents' children accountable as well too. Like say for example, if me and Lionel was out in the street being bad, right? Barb mom would come up and not only say something to us, but Barb mom would come and correct us. Facts. Would come and correct us. Then right after that, Barb mom would come knocking at the door. Hey, you know Lionel and Herbert would sit up there acting up and stuff, right? Were they? Yeah, they was doing this and that and that. Then guess what? We end up getting reprimanded with our own parents because they seen it and act upon it and they let our parents know as well too. That's how the way it used to be back in the day, where we was holding each other accountable. We were so networked with each other where we trusted each other. But what ended up happening was that through different things such as identity politics, through fear, through all these other things, you know what I'm saying? I also blame it on the industry as well too. All these different things that came to play, right? That literally created such a disconnect in our communities where we don't even trust each other no more. Hell, we don't even talk to our neighbors no more because we don't trust them. We don't know if our neighbors are psychotic or not these days, you know what I'm saying? At least that's the argument. So we don't even do these things no more. So whatever happened to that? When I'm talking about shaming and all this stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Is us going back, reverting back to that community net, how the way we was back in the past. Well, at least how the way our ancestors was back in the past, where we was literally watching out for each other, holding each other accountable, encouraging one another. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We need to bring back. Let me share this with y'all, and I'm going to start addressing the chat in 3 minutes, y'all. Based on this whole accommodation thing and stuff, right? I want y'all to listen to this, all right? This whole accommodation thing. So I want to say how y'all feel about this accommodation thing, because this is the new argument for big backs, all right?
So apparently, I'm entitled for asking for better accommodations when I travel. Let me break this down for you. Saying I'm entitled for that is the exact same as saying you have the right to make me uncomfortable. Here's the thing. The travel industry is built on a narrow idea of what a person should look like. But instead of fixing that, making bigger seats, more accessible options, I'm the one who's too much. Really? What's actually entitled is assuming that only certain body types deserve comfort, while I'm expected to squish myself into spaces that were never designed for me. People love to say, oh, you're just asking for special treatment. No. What I'm asking for is equal treatment, to be able to travel without feeling like I'm taking...
Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I ain't trying to be funny, but on this song clip right here, it looked like she had gained more weight, bro. For real. I ain't lying. She looked like she gained more weight than the other clip. Look, don't it look like she gained more weight? Look, than this other clip. Look on this clip, she's big back, but on this clip right here, she's big back. I mean, big back. She's big back. On her, she's big back, but on her, she is big back for real. I ain't lying.
that were never designed for me. People love to say, oh, you're just asking for special treatment. No. What I'm asking for is equal treatment, to be able to travel without feeling like I'm taking up too much space, or that I'm a burden just by existing. Why is it okay for you to have comfort? But
Hey, real quick, y'all, real quick. Y'all remember what I said, right? Y'all remember what I said earlier about these said relationships, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when I told y'all that whenever big bad people do get into a relationship, they always tend to find someone else who is also a big back, or they will literally make that person become a big back. Case in point, Buddy right here. Buddy right here. I wouldn't be a bit surprised that when she met Buddy right here, right? He wasn't a big back. He was probably more in shape, right? But he got with her, right? And she decided that she's not going to change, that she sold with him that old bullshit narrative that you got to accept me for how the way I am, right? And Buddy ended up on sipping out, being a straight ass beta.
Beta!
And allowed this woman literally messed up his life. Literally messed up this dude's life. So y'all be thinking that when I say stuff, I'll just be making this shit up, but I don't. I don't be making this up at all, y'all. I don't. I honestly don't.
Comfort. But I'm supposed to just deal with your discomfort. I'm not the problem here. You are, for thinking it's normal that I'm the one who has to compromise. What's really entitled is thinking that people like me should just quietly accept a world that wasn't made for us. We deserve better, and I'm not backing down. Sign the petition at change.org/plus-size-travel. So
now they literally got a petition out, kid you not, to try to get different, not only airlines, but different other places to accommodate them. All because of the decision that they made.
That's bullshit.
Y'all think that's crazy?
What's up, social media? Tired Normie here, coming at you a little earlier in the evening. It's a nice gray day out, and I'm enjoying the cold weather. It's good weather for big guys like me, and I'm having myself a grand old time. So, what I wanted to talk about today is some discourse I've seen online about public accommodations for obese people. I've seen some stories about a body positivity influencer who was making comments about how public spaces should be more accommodating for plus size people, talking bigger hallways, bigger door frames, bigger seats on the airplane, that kind of stuff. And I have also heard of a story today talking about how there is a push to add certain weight loss drugs to what could be covered by Medi-Cal. And there's pushback against both of those sentiments. For the first and the most obvious is that people in America, by and large, consider weight to be a personal issue, and that if you are overweight or obese, it is a personal failing. And then there's also simultaneously the concern that if we were to make weight loss drugs available to people on Medi-Cal, that so many people would use it that it would be an overwhelming drain on the system. Because, fun fact, 2/3 of people in the United States are either pre-diabetic or diabetic. So there are a lot of people who could make use of these weight loss drugs if they were to be covered by Medi-Cal. And personally, I would say there's too many people who really consider it just a personal issue. Like, it's a pretty big societal issue at this point. And that's what I want to get into. The crux of this video is talking about how we set people up for failure and refuse to regulate the food industry that is making us fat. And then we say we shouldn't accommodate people when they experience the consequences of that, which is them being fat. Now, to get it out of the way, of course, there is a personal aspect to this.
Let me say this. His argument is this. His argument is that obese people should be accommodated because of the choices and decisions that they made. And not only that, but Congress should have certain type of laws implemented to where we have these type of programs to also accommodate these said type of people who is obese. He mentioned about Medi-Cal. It's known as Medi-Cal in the state, but in my state it's known as Medicaid. All right. Medicaid is paid through our tax dollars, right? That's on tax out of our paychecks. So you mean to tell me that Buddy sitting up here suggesting that we, as the citizens, we the one who decided that regardless there's a McDonald's across the street, regardless it's a Taco Bell across the street or wherever it is, wherever fast food joint, right? We decide to eat. We decide to not eat these big old giant proportions, right? But we just eat a little bit to stay healthy, right? You mean to tell me that we got to pay our tax dollars to help assist you with your endeavors to continue to be obese because of the decision that you're making? Now, at first, I thought about this at first, and I was kind of like, maybe we could blame McDonald's and all the stuff there, but no, we can't blame McDonald's. We can't blame none of them. We can't. Because they give you the option to choose legally. They literally give you the option to choose legally to what you want to eat. You can want to eat things at a smaller proportions if you want to, but it's you who chose to get them number 5 supersizer with a supersized drink with all that sugar and all the stuff in there. You choose to do that. They don't make you do that. You do. They put it out there as an option, but you choose to do it. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's kind of sort of your fault because you're choosing to do it. So you mean to tell me that you want us as grown-ass taxpayers to accommodate you, pay tax dollars to accommodate you? Nope. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Plus-size travelers matter just as much as anybody else, and today I'm going to cover what we are looking for in accessible, size-inclusive hotel amenities. Size-inclusive hotel amenities are crucial for ensuring that plus-size travelers feel welcomed, accommodated, and comfortable during their stay. We deserve an environment that respects our needs and body diversity. These are the exact steps that hotels can take to be more size-inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes. Number 1 on the list, provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests in guest rooms, lobbies, and common areas to accommodate different body sizes and types. Number 2 on the list, ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight capacity, along with providing reinforced chairs and wider bathroom facilities. Number 3, make elevators and hallways spacious to allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices. Number 4, install grab bars in showers and near toilets. Offer adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats for added accessibility. Number 5, train staff to be respectful, understanding, and accommodating to travelers of all sizes. Number 6, provide pool lifts and handrails at the entry of the pool. This will allow for plus-size guests and guests with different abilities to enjoy all amenities. Number 7, hotel restaurants should have roomy seating options and sturdy chairs, ensuring that everybody can dine comfortably. Number 8, offer larger beach and pool seating. Provide oversized loungers and seating at the beach and pool areas, allowing travelers of all sizes and abilities to be comfortable. Number 9, hotels should provide size-inclusive bathrobes. These should go up to a size 6X and beyond. And hotels should also provide bath sheets or plus-size friendly towels so that travelers of all sizes and abilities can use them comfortably. And last but not least, this is an important one. Display clear and accurate information on these amenities on hotel websites. Include weight limits, seat dimensions, and things like that. And include information on the size-inclusive amenities available. This will help plus-size travelers make informed decisions. By implementing these size-inclusive hotel amenities, hotels can become more inclusive and accommodating. Be sure to hit that follow button for more plus-size travel tips and share this with someone who you think would help.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is dead serious about this. She is absolutely serious about this. She would literally want every business around the world to accommodate her lifestyle. She's not lying. She's not kidding at all, period. This is not a joke. This is not a TikTok ha-ha, nothing like that. She is dead ass serious about this. She's dead serious about this. She wanted business to invest into all these additional monies right there. Keep in mind, she's not going to help these business pay for these accommodations. She's not going to do it. You want to know why? Because she feels entitled. She feels entitled that since I'm this way, you got to accept me for how the way I want you to accept me right. Then that's that. So she's not going to fork up no money for this. She's not going to want to invest into this. She ain't going to do none of that. But she's dead serious about this. She is. Absolutely serious. She is. Now, I want to, I kind of want to stray the conversation into a different direction because I know some of y'all be like, man, everybody be simply talking about these things and you be talking about the negative things and all the stuff there. So my final talking point tonight is that not only I want to hold big bad people accountable for the choices and decisions that they make, right? But we're going to talk about solutions as well too, because I know that within the past couple of hours, other than the panel that I had, right, we really didn't want to really dive really deep into details about certain type of solutions that need to happen so they could qualify to be in these type of relationships that they desire to be in, okay? Including societal relationships. So we're going to dive into that. But first, let's go ahead and get into the chat real quick. I appreciate once again each and every last one y'all tuning into the stream. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Gives us, she said this. Choose what you eat, how much you eat. Also can choose to educate yourself when it comes to individual nutritional needs and be accountable and make better choices for yourself. I agree. Barb said this lady right here is just talking to hear herself talk. She ain't serious now. That's absolute bullshit.
That's bullshit.
She dead serious tonight. She is so serious. I'm telling you, she's serious. Lionel said this, let me get that petition. I'm trying to support the goddamn whales. Barb, I've been looking at your comments on Barb. I've been looking at all of it. But Barb, she been on the road tonight, man. What? She been on the absolute road tonight, just trolling all night long. I don't know what's her problem is. Maybe she done had too much NyQuil or Dayquil. She done had too much of something. Maybe she done had a lemon drop or something. I don't know. Well, but it is Valentine's weekend. You know, it's Valentine's week, and her boo thing probably had way too many drinks, so you know, so she does on one tonight. She is on one tonight. Speak said this. You know that ain't you know that ain't hunching. Barb, here she go with the trolling. I agree with her because I hate them little ass seats. Oh, Lord Jesus, man. I ain't gonna read all y'all comments, man. Hold on. Let me scroll up a little bit. Because y'all rallying tonight. Accommodate people that are choosing an unhealthy lifestyle. That is a nope. That's an absolutely nope, and I agree with you. Absolutely. I agree. I guess that's how I'm gonna show right now. Y'all, that's how I'm gonna show right now. Barb separate talking about that Moscato got her tipsy as hell. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into this talking point. Now, Buddy right here, he did not this dude, but Buddy right here, he did mention something that I want to talk about as well too. He was mentioning about different type of ways how they could help obesity, right, or obese people. He was mentioning about certain type of drugs or different things like that. But before we get into all that, right, I want to get y'all perspective on what he's gonna say. All right. Want y'all listen to what he's going to say, and I want to see if do y'all agree with it.
Should America adopt policies to force people to lose weight? In 2008, Japan implemented a policy to discourage.
It would be nice if I actually show y'all the video. It would be nice if I show y'all the video. Damn, my bad, y'all. Here it is, man. Here it is. Sorry about that.
Should America adopt policies to force people to lose weight? In 2008, Japan implemented a policy to discourage obesity. It is known as the Metabo Law. It basically involved an annual waist measurement for people between the ages 40 and 74. And it was done by someone's employer. The waist limits are 33.5 inches for men and 35.4 inches for women. People who failed these metrics are required to attend weight loss classes funded by their employer's health insurance company. Companies and local governments that didn't meet these requirements could be fined. Do you think that something like this would be a good idea for America to adopt? We know weight is certainly a taboo subject in the Western world, and we avoid talking about it to protect people's feelings and to respect other people's individual freedoms. But with the obesity rate going, frankly, out of control, do you think it's time for a change? I mean, after all, we spend an insane amount on obesity-related causes in healthcare. And protecting someone's feelings ultimately don't really matter if they end up dying prematurely of obesity-related causes anyways. I think we can all agree that having more people alive is the optimal outcome. Now, Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates of developed countries and one of the highest life expectancies. Perhaps we can, learn something from a country that's doing well in these metrics. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
So let's have a conversation, y'all. Do y'all agree with this? Do you agree that that America should adopt the same policies as Japan, where they would literally legalize people who are obese or overweight to make them work out, make them go into a one weight loss plan? Do y'all agree with that? Put it in the comments right now, y'all. Do y'all agree that this is something literally that America should adopt and do for real? Out of all the matter of fact, out of all the executive orders that President Trump is implementing right now, do you believe that this particular order, if he were to make an executive order on this, do you believe that this executive order should be on top of the list that should happen? Put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about it. Say yes and said no. That's because that's the damn Moscato. Y'all put it into comments, y'all. Do y'all believe that America should adopt these same type of laws as Japan? The law in Japan is that they make people who are overweight or people who are obese, they make them work out. They make them get on a weight loss plan through their medical provider. Then on top of that, if the businesses don't comply with putting these said people on their plan right, the business get penalized as well too. So do y'all believe that that's a fair deal? Do y'all believe that's something that should be implemented? Because look, check this out. If America were to implement something like this, right? How do you think the obesity rate will falter? Do you think the obesity rate would go down where literally the federal government is holding people who are obese accountable for their life decisions? Do you believe the obesity rate will end up going down then because they got to do this now? Or do you believe that people are going to revolt from it? They're going to sit up here and protest. They sit up here going to want to protest. It's going to be civil unrest and all this stuff there if they implement something like this in America. What do y'all think? If y'all sit up here and put in the comments saying that they're going to get out there and protest, like how the hell are they going to get out there and protest when they freaking fat? How they going to get out there when they obese anyway? They're not going to get out there and protest. How are they going to do it? How they going to do it? They're going to get out there and walk around in those streets and holding picket fence signs and stuff like that. They ain't going to do all that. They ain't going to do all that. They're not going to do that. You know how much in the federal funding will be saved if we did that? A lot. A lot. A lot. A Joy of Life on Twitter said, yeah, people will absolutely protest. Like how? They ain't going to be able to get up off their couch to protest. How? They going to protest from their couch? How? They're not going to want to do that. Barb say, I don't think it will work. People protest anything. Not every single thing is unjust. I actually agree with you on that one. Now now Urban, they will. So how would they lose weight? This is how they're going. This is how they're going to lose weight, because the government is going to hold them accountable. The government is going to put them on the plan. Like, okay, there are a good proportion of obese people right now who are doing remote work. Okay, once again, there's a good proportion of obese people or big bad people who are doing remote work right now, right? By them doing remote work, that means that they're employed. All the federal government have to do is give an incentive plan to that said company, right? Saying that, hey, this is what we're going to implement, and we're going to incentivize you. If you get your employees to comply with this, right, we're going to incentivize you with this said amount of money to do it. Guess what that company going to do? They're like, hell yeah. Y'all finna get y'all ass up and work out. So they end up enforcing that, right? They're going to get all mad and enforcing it and all the good old stuff, right? And they have no choice but to work out. In return, they start slowly but steady becoming healthy, because now they're being held accountable federal. Some of y'all right now who's saying that, right? I want y'all to consider this too. And I know this is like a Hail Mary pass that I'm finna throw out there, but in a way, this is kind of true to a certain extent. Back in the 80s and 90s and stuff, right? Where everybody was being a Papa got a Rolling Stone, and dudes were separate going around impregnating these women and stuff, right? And not being held accountable. What ended up happening with that situation? Y'all remember what happened in that situation? What happened was that they had created what is known as the Office of Attorney General. The Office of Attorney General is with child support. They end up creating a child support system to where they start holding men accountable so they wouldn't be having these children out of wedlock. Now, is the system perfect? No, it means it's not perfect. It got flaws, absolutely. But when you look at it at a hindsight, right, how many actual people who are really complying with that system or been forced to comply with that system? A lot. If men and women do not comply with that system, guess what? They're taking it out of their income tax, right? They're going to shit out of their checks. Hell, a lot of states right now is literally suspending people's license who are behind on child support. Facts. They're doing all these things to hold these men and women accountable so they could take care of their child through the Office of Attorney General. Now, once again, the system is not perfect, it's flawed in a lot of ways, I agree, but it is a system that's being implemented. So once again, if they were to put a similar system together where you're holding people who are obese accountable, right? Where you're forcing them to do this, right? Same exact way how they're forcing men and women to pay child support, right? Guess what? Majority of the people is going to comply. They're going to comply. You gonna have them little stragglers that's gonna know how to weave around the system. You know, some people will go off grid, just like how people do with child support. Some of them would literally go off grid and do like gig work where they don't have to pay taxes or anything like that, or they'll literally completely go off grid altogether. You know, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's only a certain percentage of them that's doing that. But majority of them, they're complying with the system, right? Likewise. Same as like with people who are obese or big back, right? You put that system together, and like I say, I know the system is not going to be perfect. I know it's going to be flawed. I know it's going to be things with it, right? But at least we have a system in place that's put out there. So I believe that when you put that system out there, it's going to hold them accountable. That is how the way I see it. It's going to literally hold them accountable, where they have no other choice to either comply or get your ass fired. Simple as that. Or however way they put it together. If you don't comply, then you're not going to get these additional benefits from us, from the said state or federal government. Hell, they can even put within the system a senator program. Like, hey, if you're complying with this, they will help pay for your medical expenses or something like that to a certain percentage, or cover it all over it. You know what I'm saying? Put some type of accommodations, that they say accommodations, right, for them that will incentivize them to want to do it. But if they don't do it, then I'm just saying. But I wanted to share that because I wanted to just get y'all perspective on it, just to see how y'all think about that, where your mentality on that. Let me share this with y'all too, because once again, when we're going to also talk about not only accountability, we're going to talk about solutions. All right. So I want y'all to listen to what this doctor has to say about all this. Okay.
This is a really good question, so let's talk about it. This is a two-part answer. One has to do with a clinical perspective. So yes, being obese does have risk factors for chronic comorbidities. Based off of evidence, literature, education, and training, being obese does place you in a category and a large risk factor for certain conditions. And it's important to know that so that you're informed on your health. However, that being said, on the other side, I have patients who come into my clinic who are within the BMI category. They're not obese or overweight. However, they hold these chronic conditions as well. Their kidneys aren't working well. They have heart failure, type 2 diabetes, elevated cholesterol. So while the weight tells me something, it doesn't tell me everything. I also have patients who come in who are in the overweight and obese category, but they're really healthy and they're doing really great things. And they don't have these chronic conditions and they're able to move their body appropriately. So do I care if someone is overweight and obese? No, I don't care. However, it is important for me to educate that this is a risk factor and how it can implicate things in your life. The number on the scale tells me one thing, but it doesn't tell me everything. It doesn't tell me everything about a person just by looking at a weight. It's important to have these conversations with your provider because I do understand how there could be some bias. I feel like oftentimes patients who are in the obese or overweight category have experiences with their physician where they come in with a complaint and the first thing they go to is their weight, and I understand how that could be really discouraging. I hope this makes a little bit of sense. Yes, it is very important. We know that it is a risk factor. However, it should not be the main focus of your care. Great question.
Let me clarify something, right? She had mentioned that overall, does she care as a health professional? Does she care about this? And she said, no, she don't care. And she also mentioned that long as that they are healthy, then that's okay. Y'all want to know the reason why she said that, right? The reason why she said that is because if she cared right, that it would literally put her out of business. That's facts. It'll literally put her out of business. She wouldn't even have a job. Her and her colleagues would not have a job at all. So this is what I'm talking about for us, like with different like pharmaceuticals and certain type of providers that are out there, right? Some of them, there's some providers out there that they literally care about their patients and they want them to get to the optimal weight so they could be healthy and live long lives. But you have other providers out there, such as her, right, where at the end of the day, it's about money. Once again, it's about money. Long as they could get you to the bare minimum, right? They could get you on to the bare minimum of what's considered as healthy to them. Then they got you because they know they gonna have you keep coming over and over again and keep you at that alleged healthy weight. Long as you don't have no type of diseases. And that is what's going on right now to this day. There are a lot of people out there who are big bats, right? They done went to their care professional, right? And they care provider gave them the same little bullshit statement.
That's bullshit.
Not holding them accountable. It's okay to have a little fat on you. It's okay. As long as you're healthy. As long as you don't got no disease, you're fine. As long as you don't got any diseases, you're fine. You're okay. Not encouraging them to go work out or nothing like that. I want to present this on clip to y'all because once again this is coming towards the not only accountability but solutions for it. The reason why I want to share this on clip with y'all is because I believe that there are people who are big back out there, right? And they literally either are or try to lose the weight or desire weight, but they end up failing at it, right? They end up failing at it to the point where they just absolutely gave up on it altogether, where it made them totally insecure. So I want y'all to listen to this particular clip and understand exactly what she's going to say about all this, all right? Let's listen.
If you're struggling to lose weight, this video is for you because you've been made to feel like this is your fault, and I'm about to tell you why it's not. It comes down to the fact that obesity is a very resilient condition. What does resilient mean? Able to withstand or recover quickly from any condition. Oh yeah, obesity fights back. In other words, some of the methods that you're using to mobilize those energy stores and other to lose weight will actually trigger persistent adaptations that will in turn decrease energy expenditure and increase the drive to eat. I don't think y'all walking with me. I basically just said the more you deprive yourself in order to lose weight, the more your body will fight to make you sedentary and make you crave food to a level that you cannot even control. This is not rocket science. This is energy compensation. So when you go to somebody to help you with weight loss, they do this calculation where they find that if you lose weight in the perfect circumstance, over this amount of time, you're going to end up with X amount of pounds lost. And you're going to keep them off if you do the right thing. Wrong. The sad thing is that most people who lose weight will regain some, or if not most of it, and it's not your fault. You were not a failure. It's actually a predictable metabolic outcome. Don't let any weight loss trainer, any gym, anybody making any kind of program make you think that it's just this easy calculation that is determinant on your willpower. I'm not gonna lie, some of it is gonna come down to willpower, what you eat, how you move, and some of it is in your control. But when it's not, it's not. Because it is a well-known fact that only 20% of people who lose up to 10% of their weight will keep it off after a year. Ain't that concerning? That means it ain't just you. It's your hormones. It's your bodily adaptation. It's the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that are out of your control. But that's why they have all these weight loss medications. They have bariatric surgery. They have obesity medicine specialists, bariatric surgeons, nutritionists. You can have a whole team helping you lose weight. And it's needed. Please don't feel like obesity is something that you have to handle alone. It's complicated. Trust me, I'm board certified obesity medicine. I wouldn't lead you wrong. First, I wanted to tell you it's possible. You got this and it's not your fault. But next, I'm going to educate you about some of these medications and what's going on in the health world when it comes down to obesity so you can make some educated decisions. Toodles.
Now, shout out to her being open, honest, and transparent for real. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Shout out to her for real. Now, I wanted to introduce this into the final part of this conversation. Then after this, you know what I'm saying, I am going to drop the link for those of y'all who want to have a conversation about this as well, too. I wanted to enter this into the conversation because everything that she was saying is absolutely correct. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Whenever you're going through this journey of weight loss, right, you literally made a conscious decision that, hey, Urban, I'm in this thing and I'm going to do it. And you start doing it right. You start noticing things happening with your body, like I stated earlier in the stream. You start noticing that your body start fighting against you. Because that's literally what your body doing. Your body is literally fighting for its life. Your body is literally thinking that your body is literally sitting up here thinking that you're trying to kill it. Because your body is so used to something, right? And now you are drastically changing that. You're changing the behavior of your body. So your body begin to fight against you. Your hormones begin to fight against you. Everything start fighting against you, right? Then on top of that, not only you battling against your body, but you battle against social norms as well too. You're battling against the culture. You're battling against the urban crazy ass calling you out and stuff too. Yeah, let's keep it real. You're battling all these different things and stuff, right? And then on top of that, you only see less than 20 or 30% of the resort. You end up saying there's 20% or 30% of the resort, you get disencouraged. You get pissed off. You get mad. You enter into this victim mode. Then guess what? You start eating not only because you got disencouraged, right? But because it's your body fighting against you. Your body's telling you, man, you better get a down Big Mac and feed us. Shit, the fuck's wrong with you? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So the reason why I'm introducing this into the conversation, right, is because I understand it. I understand it. Now, earlier when I was talking about the whole accountability and the shaming part and all this stuff, that is solely for people. That is solely for big bad people who literally made a conscious decision that this is a lifestyle, like Dake. She literally made it a lifestyle. She literally said that this is my life. I'm going to live this life. You can't say not a damn thing about it. And I want you to accommodate my life. Them are the people who I'm talking about when I talk about Big Bad. I'm not talking about those of you who are literally out there and you're out there, you're fighting and you're trying to make it happen and you failed at it. I'm not talking about y'all. But in fact, this portion of the show, what I want to do, I want to actually encourage y'all. Those of y'all who are still at it and doing it, salute to you. Salute to you. Those of y'all who at one point in time you started and you didn't finish and you just gave up because of all the reasons that I mentioned to you, all the reasons that she said as well too, right? Then I want to encourage y'all to pick up the mantle and start it back up again. Start it back up again. Don't give up. There are, just like what this lady said, right? There are a lot of different matrices that you can use that's readily available at your disposal. It is. One of the biggest things that you'll need more than anything is for you to develop a strong community behind you. Persons or persons that's, like I told you, that's going to hold you accountable. When I say hold you accountable, they is going to push you to keep going. Keep going. They're not going to sell you this bullshit saying, girl, I love you how the way you are. Yeah, buddy, I love how the way you are. No, they're not going to sell you that. They're going to encourage you to push you, to keep going, even when you don't want to go. They're going to encourage you. They're going to give you alternative levels for you to deal with. Like, hey, what about medication? What about getting the surgery or whatever? What about doing this? What about doing that? What about doing all these things? You know what I'm saying? To help accommodate you on that. Them are the ones that you need in your circle, in your community to help push you and elevate you to get to the optimal healthy range that you need to be at. Absolutely. Absolutely. One last thing too. I showed this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm gonna share it again with y'all with this. And there's a method to the madness while I'm sharing this with y'all, but here it is.
Obesity is America's deadliest epidemic.
This is America.
74% of us are overweight, and the $160 billion weight loss industry thrives on keeping it this way.
This is America.
This system wasn't built to help us. It was built to keep us sick and stuck. But not anymore. Hims & Hers offers life-changing weight loss medications that are affordable, doctor-trusted, and designed to fit your body, goals, and lifestyle. Join us in the fight for a healthier America.
So in other words, this company Hims & Hers, they're not my sponsor of this show or nothing like that. It need to be since I'm promoting the hell out their ass, but that's neither here nor there. But they're not a sponsor of the show or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But however, the reason why I'm playing this clip is because I'm letting y'all know that there are many different medications out there that could help assist you on your weight loss journey. If the traditional way is not working out for you, where you're going out to the gym, you're working out, and you're seeing less than 10% happening for you, right? There are other ways that you can do as well too. There are other ways how you could do to lose the weight. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could have surgeries. You could take pills. You could work out. You could be a part of a community or a social circle as well too. You could do all these different things to accommodate you, to get you to where you need to be at. And that's what all of this is about. That's what it's about. That's the whole point why we've been talking about this for 3 weeks. It's to hold you accountable, get you up, and get you active, and do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, guess what? Not only you deserve it, right? You deserve to live a long, healthy life, but your loved ones also deserve to have you a part of their life where you can live that life with them. That's facts. That's facts. Let's get the conversation started, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link, man. I want to hear y'all perspective on this. I want to hear y'all perspective on this. I want to hear how y'all feel about all this. How y'all feel about this big back epidemic that's happening in our nation. How y'all feel about everything that I presented to y'all tonight on this show? Even though I'm being harsh with it, but at the same time, it's just the reality of what it is. How do y'all feel about that? I want to hear from y'all tonight. I want to hear from y'all tonight. I want to hear how the way y'all feel about this. I want y'all to come up and have a conversation with me tonight. Why I'm waiting on people to come up, right? I'm gonna do this. I did see Sal Pastor read a salute to her, by the way. She said this. She said this. How are you encouraging anyone by calling them big backs? It ain't no different from me saying that you obese. It don't matter. I could say that you obese. I could say that you fat. What else? What other word can I describe or call it? You either one of these words, which they all mean the same thing. Big back, fat, obese, overweight. It's all the same thing, and it also will have a negative connotation. But that depends on the person who's receiving it. It depends on the person who's receiving it. Anything could be negative. But at the end of the day, it just depends on the person who's receiving it. At the end of the day. And I put it to you this way. Through me studying psychology and all this stuff, right? One thing I learned more than anything is this. The only time when people get triggered off of a certain type of stereotype is when it actually pertains to the said person within that stereotype. And that is facts. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Being honest with you. That's the same exact equivalency, right? Of when dudes call women the B word, right? Oh, you're a B, right? You're a B, right? It becomes a negative stereotype, right? Because it's based on how the way you perceive it, but deep down inside, you honestly believe that you are a B. And you want to know the reason why you believe that you're a B? It's because your homegirls call you a B and you accept it. What's up, B? What's up with it, B? Because you accept it. Same time when we use the N-word in our culture, right? It becomes a negative stereotype when it be perceived as negative, right? By someone who's not part of your said culture. But yet it's still at the same damn time, we be calling each other the N-word as well too. And you want to know why? Because we accept it because deep down inside, we honestly believe that we are the N-word. That's why we accept it from everyone, including our own peers, because deep down inside, through psychology, we accept it because we deep down inside, we think we're the N-word. And I'm just calling for what it is. Just call it for what it is. It is what it is. There are a lot of things that people say about me all the time, right? A lot of things. People say good things about me. People have negative things to say about me. But what's different from me and a lot of people is that even when they say negative things about me, I don't even accept it because I know it's not true anyway. So it don't become my immediate reality. So it don't bother me at all, period. That's the way I want to say about it. I don't give a damn because I know that it's not true anyway. It don't bother me. Nor I'm not going to sit up here and take the bandwagon and say, oh my God, you say this about this person and taking the bandwagon, trying to protect people who probably literally are like that, for real. Why the hell would I do that when I know I'm not like that? So why would I take the bandwagon to try to protect someone who is like that? Make that make sense. And like I said, I'm not fussing, but I am just being real about it as possible without being a complete asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? I really am trying to be really real about it without being an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reality of it. And that's what we tend to do through psychology. That's why they say this saying, if the shoes fit, wear it. If it don't apply to you, then you let it fly because it don't have nothing to do with you. It don't. It have absolutely nothing to do with you, period. So it should not bother you, nor you should be in a protective mode of others who literally are like this, for real. And that is facts. That's facts. That's how it is. That's how it is. So that's my stance on that. So there's no other way for me to say it other than the way that I've been saying it. Well, if I call you a big back, and the only reason why I use a big back because that's a popular term right now. Let's keep it real. That's the popular term that everyone using right now. But if that term didn't exist, guess what I've been using? Obese. If obese didn't exist, guess what term I've been using? Fat. Overweight. I'm just saying. So it don't matter. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? South Patch said this. I'm not triggered by the word big bad, but it's not encouraging. How do you know it's not encouraging nobody? Hell, I heard big bad people call themselves big bad and their peers big bad as well too. So how is it not encouraging? Because once again, it's perceived based on who's receiving it. Same difference that I said earlier by using the B word or the N word or whatever. So people perceive the B word as a bad word, but others perceive the B word as a good word, and you encourage it. Because once again, deep down inside, you believe that that's what you are. I don't know how the way to put it, but it is what it is. So you're not being encouraging, you just talking. No, that's how the way you're perceiving it to be. Because you're perceiving it that way, there are others who are normally watching the show live, but there are others who are catching the replay of the show and they're thinking differently. But like I say, it is based on how the way you perceive it to be. So just like I say, I'm not here to convince you to see it otherwise or anything like that. And I'm only here to give you the reality of it. It is what it is. Lionel, salute. What's up with it, bro?
What's up, man?
Chill. Appreciate you pulling up.
Come up here for a second. This job kicking my ass.
Like usual, man. They need to promote you with a lot of money.
I wish I had a bigger back. Help carry this damn place.
So I feel you, man. I feel you.
So I got a question. It's a real question. So, and I asked it in the chat. Essentially, how if we're gonna hold these people accountable, how do we discern from the people who got the jiggly bellies like they showed in the video, the people who just ate themselves into this versus the people who have legitimate medical conditions? Because if we're holding them accountable and being like, you know what, you could be doing a whole lot better. Don't get me wrong. I know that generally speaking, the people who do got medical conditions, they're generally not hitting 300 pounds, but people would still look at them that way. And this could be a person who's literally fasting every day, eating the right stuff, doing the cardio and the workouts 8-9 hours a day, literally doing everything we would say they're doing. But yet there's no result to them losing that weight because, again, they have a legitimate medical condition that's preventing that. How do we discern and hold people accountable when we can't tell which ones are the big people because they just sloppy or the big people because life fucked them over?
So you actually answer your own question. You just answer your question.
Answer me, man. Tell me what I said.
Well, what you was giving your example, right? One of the key components that you mentioned is that they are doing what? Showing the evidence of it. Meaning that they're doing all these different things. They're working out, they're doing all these, different elements to help progress them right, but they only see minimal results. That's how you discern the difference between the two versus a person who's a wild big back and they're just doing absolutely nothing. Because you'll see the evidence, the evidence behind it, and they'll literally will tell you the ones that are out there, they'll literally prove it to you like, hey, bro, look, I'm doing what I got to do. I'm doing this, I'm doing that and stuff. Hell, Hey, we're living in a social media world, right? Where everybody want to brag on themselves, right? So these same said people that you said, right? They'll literally go on social media. They'll be bragging that they're doing. Hey, y'all, I'm at the gym today, working out. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? They'll do whatever possible to show y'all that they're elevating into that direction. That's the way how you can discern the difference between people that, like I showed you on the video, that's doing absolutely nothing. And then even with the ones who are doing it right, them are also the ones that you'll be encouraging. Like I said at the end of this, right? Where I'll say like, hey, they're the ones you need to encourage. You have to be part of be a part of a community where you're encouraging them, pushing them, so to get to the ultimate goals that they need to be at. Even making certain type of recommendations as well too, if they're not seeing the optimal results that they desire.
The problem is we have a community, as you brought up, of big backs. Because I don't know what Sweet Rita wants you to say, but big backs. And that community is encouraging you. It's okay. It's okay to be 500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy? Well, then there you go. Now go eat those 2 XL pizzas. Be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what. So because you have that, it's super easy. And I'm not trying to knock anyone's strength of will, but you can understand how it could be super easy for someone to easily fall into a bad pattern. Not even fall back into one, just fall into one, because we're trying to encourage this. I don't have to pay for 2 seats on the plane now. I only need to pay for 1.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna. I can just order a regular Uber, and they're gonna send a big ass Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think it is important to create this awareness of accountability. But while I don't think someone's fatness is fighting them, I do think there's a part of society that is fighting against people trying to do better.
Yeah. Do you believe that it's a business for people to be obese? It's a business out there making money off of them.
Yes, it's definitely a business right now. Again, the money is always in the medicine. The money is always in the medicine. The corporations hold more power than the government. It's always a business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they can't have everybody fat because, again, can't have everybody dying now. Now we can't do business.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And that's why I had made that claim earlier on that video that I was showing you with the Dr. Woman, right? And what she was saying. That's why I had pointed that out, because there are certain medical professionals that literally do want to see their patients successful.
Yeah.
But then you have others, right, who don't want to see them successful. They only do the bare minimum for them to keep them at that optimal range so they can continue to make money or profit off of them.
And I do think people do need to understand the difference with that, because you can definitely tell if a medical care provider cares for you or not, or if they just here for the money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or at least I hope you can tell the difference.
Yeah, you should. Vetting out your medical provider is the same exact way as you vetting out a relationship. Period. Mm-hmm. I absolutely agree. They did ask an important question in the chat too, and I believe it's very valid. Gleaza, she said this: you wouldn't know that passing you wouldn't know that passing someone on the street, meaning that how would you know if this person is literally trying to work out versus they're not trying to work out? And this
that's what I
to the accountability part.
Yeah, that's what I was also asking. If you're just seeing this random person on the street, how would you know if they're what a 600-pound life woman is versus a person who Now, hold on. I'm not even going to finish that because I actually did say that because I've met certain people who do have conditions. But the problem with this is they're not 600 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, if they are hitting 300 pounds, that would imply that there is something that they're not doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that. Because if you actually know people like this, because I actually have family members or a family member, and him having a situation versus the other people in the family who don't have a situation, they're just fat. They're flabby, their arms are saggy, legs are saggy, belly just jiggly, like some jello. They're not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But he's fat and he's he's just like a wall, not like a brick wall. But at the same time, he's running, he's exercising, he's starving himself, but he's also trying to eat the right things. You definitely see a difference.
Yep. And to answer that question logically, right? What if we see a person that's walking around the street, right? You don't know that person, but they're 300 plus pounds or whatever. How would we handle that? To be honest with you, I don't have the answer to that at all. How would we do that? How would we end up on low key placing judgment on the person that you don't even know?
Because
Without
we know the average situation though, Urban. That's and I get the other example that they're trying to say. But I understand the average situation isn't that a person has a medical condition. So we can't play that game.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. SBK, salute, man. What you got on the topic, brother? Appreciate you pulling up.
Salute to you, fellas. Salute to the chat. How y'all doing, man? I'm just sitting here listening. I've been listening the whole time. I just got here to the house. I'm eating a little bit of something, but
big back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You knew this was gonna be this was gonna be a fire one. I got my popcorn. I'm just sitting here listening. Man, this is always gonna be a touchy subject with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, when someone has been struggling with being overweight, especially those who have been especially with those who have been struggling with that for a long period of time, majority of their lifetime, they're going to be triggered. Those who have been struggling with being overweight and they've tried everything under the sun to try to get it under control, or they've tried to do quick fixes and it fails, this is going to trigger them. Those who have been kind of like made fun of and have trauma and so forth, that's going to trigger them. The thing that people need to understand is that, Urban, you like using the word accountability, and I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
People need to understand that the word accountability is very important, because let's break down the word accountability. You're holding yourself accountable, okay? Knowing that you do have a problem, knowing that the problem is not going to fix itself. So what do? Okay? You take some steps forward to make sure that you are doing what's necessary to be here for your family, be here for your children, be here for your husband, you know what I mean? Be here for your wife, you know what I'm saying? So you can't make excuses for yourself. You can't make excuses as to why people are not encouraging you more. You just do it regardless, because it's right to do. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to do what's necessary, then you do it for you. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that people who are triggered by this subject, if I think that if you're trying to do what's best for you, then you should it should be like water to a duck's back. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying. You know what I'm saying? You're not perfect. None of us are, but you're trying. You're doing what's necessary to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say about that, man. You know, a lot of people get triggered simply because they just don't want to hold themselves accountable. You know what I mean? That's men and women. You know what I mean? So you just got to do what's necessary to make yourself better. You know, each one of us have to look at ourselves in the mirror and be better. You know what I mean? I, for one, man, I know that I'm not perfect at all. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to do what's necessary to work on myself. You know what I mean? So those who are triggered by this, I encourage you to look at the word accountability and then move forward. You know what I mean? Don't get in your feelings just because of something that you can work on. You know what I mean? It's not easy. You know what I mean? Nothing is easy, but do what's necessary to work on yourself. And and another thing, and I'll shut up, Urban.
Oh no, you good? Cook.
You asked Lionel and that was an excellent question. You asked Lionel about the society promoting obesity. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny because you got Lizzo when she first came out and was very popular, whatever, twerking and all this type of stuff, and promoting her, promoting herself, promoting her image or whatever. And she got a lot of pushback. And if you remember, man, whenever she got a lot of pushback, she was cussing people out. She was one of those main people or whatever that was like, look, F y'all, I'm gonna be this way, blah, blah, blah. Now look at what she.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You see how hypocritical this society is and how hypocritical Hollywood is. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, and I'm just using her for example, I guarantee you her cussing people out, getting a lot of backlash for her promoting her image. She looked herself in the mirror each day. She was not happy with herself. You know what I'm saying? So I think people who are overweight and look at her and look at folks that are promoting her lifestyle and saying, oh, she's like that, so I can be the same way. They don't see the picture. They don't see the big picture. They don't see behind the scenes what that lady is going through. You know what I'm saying? And she's lost weight. Lost a lot of weight, actually. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage people not to look at Hollywood and all these rappers and these stars or whatever that are promoting the obesity lifestyle, because that ish is so fake. You know what I'm saying? In reality, they are not happy with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They are not happy with themselves, and they are not they look themselves in the mirror and they are not, going to move forward with that. And they have the money and the means to get it off quickly too. You know what I'm saying? Whether surgery or doing it naturally or unnaturally, you know what I'm saying? Or having shelves and all sorts of personal trainers in their house. They got the money to do that. Whereas the average person doesn't. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to say about that, man.
Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Salute, man. You cook for real. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat right now. And E, I see you in the building. Read the word, I see you in the building as well too. I seen you come in on my previous video with TD Jakes. Welcome to the lounge. I appreciate you a whole lot. Those of y'all who are tuning in right now, we're having a conversation talking about we're using the term big back. But in reality, we're talking about obesity. All right. Well, we're talking about do women qualify for the certain type of men that they desire based on them being overweight? That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And so what we did throughout this whole entire stream is that I share with y'all, you know, different scenarios about why it's not ideal for you to even be in a say relationship because you're overweight due to medical issues, due to the unfairness behind it, all kind of stuff as well too. And I also presented to you different stories about the argument about how the way they're trying to make obesity a culturally acceptable thing, just like the LGBTQ community as well too, which SBK touched on brilliantly right in, Lionel. And then I also want to present to y'all solutions to the matter too, alternate methods that you can do to help you lose the weight, which is what you working out, developing the community. If you have to do either some type of medical treatment to help you as well too, by all means do that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it all deals with accountability, period. Go ahead, Lana.
But you know people get shamed for the medical treatments too, though. We talked about shaming people earlier, but they get shamed for doing medical treatments also, where in certain cases, they need that to get healthy.
Mm-hmm. Facts. I agree.
But that's why I said, how do we discern from the sloppy people who are just drinking mayonnaise out of a straw because it's delicious, versus the people who are like, damn, my body ain't working and I need some legitimate help, despite I'm trying to do everything to get better.
Mm-hmm. And then also, I'm revisiting this whole thing again about you just walking up to a total stranger, right? And trying to hold it accountable. Now I can understand the argument behind that, right? Where you don't know that person, nor you don't know what that person is capable of doing. You probably see that same person, you just say drinking mayonnaise out of a straw, and you trying to hold them accountable. hey, don't do that. Next thing you know, they end up grabbing that straw and stabbing your ass with it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know where people mentality at. So I get that. I understand that. I understand that argument. So that's why
I wasn't trying to look at it from a dangerous perspective, though.
I know, but I just threw it out there, as there's a stream. But that's how some people is viewing it as though they're like, look, how would I talk to a total stranger that I don't know and seeing them doing wrong, right? How would I address that to them? Knowing good and well that we deal with this old soft generation now where if you try to correct someone, next thing you know, not only they probably do something to you, they'll pull out their camera and put you on social media and all kind of weirdo stuff. You know what I mean? So my only solution to that matter is that with that situation, if you don't know that person at all, if you feel the obligation for you to say something, then that's where you probably have to be real, as I say, tactful with what you say and how the way you say it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know that person. But however, if you know the person and you see them doing what they're doing, right, then if you know that person, you say that you love that person, then absolutely you should hold them accountable. You should check their ass for real. If it comes shaming, you should. Absolutely, I believe in that.
How we going to do that, though, when all the fat women are saying that the dudes don't say that? All they do is compliment them and tell them how beautiful they are.
That they do, for real. Girl,
that's
you're
all
so beautiful. Say. Hey, a matter of fact, Lionel, I was watching a video, right? It was some video. I should have presented on the show tonight, but I was watching a video on IG, right? And they did the exact same thing. You know how it is where the skinnier women be greeting each other, right? Then they see the bigger girl, right? And they're telling me, girl, you're so beautiful. You're glowing. Knowing good and down well, they're down big bet.
Dude, we've been on panels where we have seen this. Mm-hmm. Me and you have both been on panels where we have seen this in action.
SBK laughing because he knows it's true.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Back in 2008. I went to school and got certified as a personal trainer, right? I would not be a personal trainer, even though I've done it. I would not do it. I think it's a waste of time and a waste of time and energy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just for what y'all are talking about right now. When you are and going back to what y'all were saying about giving advice or seeing somebody, a total stranger, right? Okay. The average person that you try to help lose weight, or lose weight, get stronger, or whatever, they are not going to listen to you. All right, they're not going to be consistent. They're going to come in during the first of the year, New Year's Eve resolution, folks, or whatever, or they're going. You give them some advice, and they do otherwise. And I just said to myself, people are just going to be who they're going to be. I don't have time to argue with people. I ain't got time to counsel with people or whatever, even though, on my platform, on our platform, respective platform, we do admonish people. We do encourage people, but at the same time, babysitting somebody and looking over them and making sure, people, man, these days, they want to be coddled. Like you said, Urban, they want to be coddled. They want to be, they want excuses. They want other people to make excuses for them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that at all. A lot of people have patience to do that, but I don't have time for that. And so it's just high time that people just hold themselves accountable and look themselves in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, that's just me, man. That's just me talking about it. But the average person wants to be coddled. The average person wants to make excuses for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking for myself. If there's something wrong with me or whatever, I'm going to do everything in my power to fix it. I'm going to teach my daughter to have that same trait. If there's something wrong with you, whatever, don't depend on someone to just help you. You help yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with today's society. Everything's a quick fix. Everybody wants to have a quick fix, and that's not going to work in the long run.
Yeah, facts. I can want to relate to that a whole lot. While you was making that ending point, right? SBK, I was thinking about something that happened to me at work. I think almost a week ago. There was a certain process that the upper level management wanted me to go and do, right, but I didn't do that process. The reason why I didn't do that process is because I didn't understood it at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand it or nothing like that. So we ended up having a meeting about that, and so on this team's meeting, I literally was being reprimanded because of something that I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about it, I could have made one or two choices. I could have became the victim of that and stuff, right? And fuss and fight and say, you know what, I'm just going to do it this way, whatever, blah 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 blah, and just be stubborn about it. Or I could choose the latter, say like, well, show me what I need to do. And so that's what I did. I chose the latter, say, hey, y'all show me a brand new process that I'm not aware of at all, period. First of all, I take accountability for that, you know what I'm saying? So second of all, show me what I need to do. Give me detailed instructions how the way I need to deal with this. Well, I could do that. No, I don't need you to do it for me. I need you to literally just tell me the process and I'll do it on my own. Let me do it on my own. And if I want to run into any problems or any type of mistakes or errors, I will let you know. And I'll help you walk me step by step through that where I could fix it on my own. And so that's why I say that I agree with what you said, that hey, you got to hold yourself accountable, and also you have to just go through it respectfully. You have to want to go through it. You have to have that built-in trait, and that type of trait, that's something that you have to teach yourself to do. You know what I'm saying? Because within that goes that you have to want to separate your pride and ego and all this stuff there. You know what I'm saying?
it's initiative, man. That's initiative is seeing the task and doing it without anybody coddling you or holding your hand, doing it before you're asked to do it, just taking the initiative and having character, doing things whenever someone is not around you. You know what I'm saying? That separates people who get things done and people who don't. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Once again, shout out to everybody who's in the building right now. Now, I do have the link pinned up there on the top of the chat right there. Those of y'all who want to join the conversation, by all means, you can. All you got to do is, just, as we YouTubers say, hit the link. So by all means, you come up here and join the conversation, and we're just going to talk about it. Once again, we're talking about big bags, obesity, whatever y'all want to call it. Still the same damn thing. I don't know other way. I don't know no nicer way to say that. Do y'all generally know any other nicer way to say this word could be nice? Because I don't. I honestly don't.
No. So I don't. I gotta say, to touch on SBK's point and your whole slogan for this year, you listen to people all the time tell you, God has my back. I can count on God. God got me through this. You grow up. 75% of the time, who's coddling you while you're growing up? Your parents. Maybe Big Mama, Pookeisha, maybe Pookie a little bit. You got people helping you. So when you go out into the real world and you're talking about you got to have character, hold yourself accountable. But for 18 plus years, that's not been the reality for most people. And you see that. People can't even bring themselves out of despair because the first thing they're telling you is to go sit down and talk to somebody who probably can't even relate to you to give you advice. So when y'all are saying that it's coming a little too easy out of y'all mouths, when the reality is so many people do not operate like that. They have to be told, or they have to be grounded into you that you need to develop this character. They need God trolling their ass to develop some character work.
I agree.
That's why I'm saying, Lionel, that it has to come from within. You know what I'm saying? Within yourself. You know what I mean? It's just like the old Flip Wilson back in the day, Urban.
Not Flip Wilson.
What he said, the devil made me do it.
Yeah, devil made me do it. Yep.
Yeah. But in reality or whatever, if you believe in God and all this, God gives you free will. You know what I'm saying? And God is not going to make you do anything that you don't want to do. And so in reality, in real time, you're going to do what you want to do. Whether you have it within you or you don't, you're going to do what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
But that's why I'm saying events is going to push you in. Events generally pushes you into that situation where the general person doesn't have those events pushing you. They can literally fall back and complain, and then someone will be like, damn, you know what? You're right. Versus, nah, nigga, get that shit together.
Hey, man, SBK sitting up here showing our age. I know I got gray hair, bro, but goddamn, Flip Wilson. Lionel, the youngest one on this down panel, bro.
Youngest one in the chat, too.
Well, we got E in the building. Salute E. Welcome. What you got on the conversation?
Oh, she way older than me.
Who? What'd he say? He just being an ass like normal.
Yeah. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Yeah, he probably just being an ass like normal. I'm used to it. It's all good. Hey, everyone.
But first of all, before you start, how you feeling, E? How you feeling?
I'm better. I am definitely better.
Great.
Yes,
Great.
Thank you for asking. I didn't catch this all the way through, so forgive me. I didn't know you was going live tonight, and I only caught the last part of it where you had some weight loss person up there. So I'm just gonna be totally transparent.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to touch on a little bit of what SBK said with regards to the not wanting to people not wanting it for themselves, and they like to, whine and cry. This is a true thing, and I'm saying this as a former, and I can say it, I'm a former big back. So for the ladies who don't like it, I apologize, but I am a former big back, and it can you can get people who, when you're at that stage of your life, or you're at that point in your life, you can use a lot of excuses. You use a, and how you got there is not the point. I mean, a lot of people get there through sickness, eating too much, and developing different types of diseases, which hinder them, which make it harder for you to do some of the things that you need to do. However, you can still do them. It's called modifying. It's called using alternatives. If you can't run, walk. You can't walk, swim. You can't, put up a weight, put up a jug of water. There is It's really no excuse. The only excuse is what you create, is what you make it. And I agree wholeheartedly with what he said. It's just, you have to want it for yourself. You can't, all those things are literally just excuses. And if they weren't just excuses, like he gave the example of Lizzo, and I've been critical of Lizzo as well, but she would give a whole lot of excuses. Oh, I work out. I work out 2 days, 2 times a day, don't do double days, and I'm still big. But when she actually started eating right, when she actually started, paying attention to what she was doing, uh, meal prepping, uh, getting a trainer, actually listening to her trainer and doing what she needs to do, she's seeing results. You can't do it half-ass. It's not gonna work. And a lot of people just, they do some things, they do it for a little bit of time. I myself have done some things, did it for a little bit of time, injure myself, and then I use it as an excuse to stop. But you can't stop. So it's just, you have to make things up in your mind. I'm not saying that it's easy. It's most definitely hard. And it's most definitely hard to maintain it. But it is doable. It's doable if you want it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you mentioned something too that I also could relate. That whole part of injuring yourself. So like I was like really 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 strong in the gym and doing cardio and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I end up making the mistake and end up injuring myself. My injury is that I end up develop a hiatal hernia. All right. And so I currently got it still to this day. Just me. I just haven't did correct the surgery or nothing like that. But I've been changing, my eating habits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But within that, by having that right, it limits a lot of stuff that I could do, especially cardio. You know what I'm saying? But since that's because I can't do cardio how the way I used to and work out how the way I used to and stuff, right? That doesn't mean I don't stop. You know what I'm saying? I still eat correctly. I still do a more lighter regimen instead of, me going gun ho like SBK be doing it, hulking it out. Can't do that no more like how I used to. But I still do certain type of regimens to still keep myself, in shape and keep myself at the optimal BMI where I need to be at, especially eating right too,
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's modifications, it's altering things, but it's still, there are people who don't have legs that still come in the gym and work out. There are people who don't
Facts.
have who don't have arms that still come in the gym and work out. So there's no excuse. There are blind people who work out. There are deaf people who work out. There's no excuse. There really isn't.
Man, y'all wildin'. YOLO. You only live once. Man, eat those 2 pizzas.
And you can eat, and okay, Lionel, you made a good, you made a good point.
He
And then
really
you
did.
can have the, yeah, you can have the, you can have
That's
cheat
why I'm
days.
laughing at him because he
Right,
actually is true.
right. But you can have a cheat meal, but you can't have a cheat day. A lot of people think it's a cheat day. You cannot have a cheat day. If you have a cheat day, you've pretty much demolished everything that you've done the week that whole week. You
Yep.
have a cheat moment, a cheat. You make it okay. Do I want this? This dessert that I've been craving. Do that, or is it this steak? Dinner that you want. Do that, but it has to be a meal. It cannot be the whole day,
Right.
and you
Exactly.
work for it. You work your ass off for it.
Exactly.
I think people get triggered by the word diet. When you use the word diet, people
Right.
automatically get triggered. And I think people shouldn't even look at it as a diet. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying?
Lifestyle.
Yeah, man, change the way you think. You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing. Going all the way back to people being triggered and being upset about, oh, you're body shaming me and so forth. Man, you know what I mean? Change your mindset. Change your mindset all the way around. That's what I would encourage people to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Hmm.
how do they do that? How do they escape the societal standards of that? Because society's literally grounding you in that for the last 4 or 5 decades. That diet is attached to you being fat as hell.
That's
Or go
that,
ahead.
that's the thing. They shouldn't even be listening to society. Just like we was talking about Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? People need to they need to deprogram themselves from Hollywood and society all the way, all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it's not real. It's not real. It's superficial. It's superficial. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to deprogram your mind and your whole mindset on all of that, because all of that is fake. And so, like you said, Lionel, for the past 40 and 50 years, this country, this world, has just literally just taken over people's mindset. And so I don't know the best answer for that, but people just need to quit looking at television and just looking at that or listen to the music and stuff like that and taking that for gospel and stuff, man, because it's not real. Because those people, like we keep on referring to Lizzo, we don't have the means like these rich folks. You know what I'm saying? And they can sit there and portray an image on television all they want, but you know damn well she's not going to be a quote unquote big back or overweight. You know what I mean? Her whole career. That's all fake. You know what I mean? That's all fake and that's all superficial. So in real life, in real time, people need to just deprogram themselves and do what's best for them.
That's true. And you also need to, with social media, social media has people thinking that there's a whole bunch of quick fixes. Those dang tummy teas ain't nothing but diarrhea bags, tea bags. That's
Hmm.
all it is. It's gonna have you going to the bathroom for a little bit, and that's it. You're gonna drop about 5 to 8 pounds, and then you're gonna go eat it within an hour. And all that salt that you put back in your body, you're gonna retain that water back again. It's not gonna work. You you're looking at women who are in the gym with these amazing bodies, but you don't understand that they were under a knife, and those are all fake. It's all plastic.
Yep.
They're selling you something, and everybody thinks there's a quick fix, and there really isn't a quick fix. It is a lifestyle. You cannot diet means die to it. You have to live the life you want for yourself. It is a lifestyle change. It is a journey. You're going to be on it for the rest of your life. And if that's something that you cannot compute and you can't get into your mind, then yes, it's not going to work for you. It is never going to work for you. You can never just go out here and eat what the hell you want. Yes, there are people in this world that can. I have them in my family. I can't stand their asses neither. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that the average normal person can do. You have to maintain a certain way of eating, a level of eating, and a level of working out. And the older you get, women, yes, our hormones kick in, and it's harder and harder for us to maintain what we used to look like when we were 25.
Yep.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to work out. But there are women out here that are 70 and 80 and 65 that look amazing. Amazing, but they put in work every day. They watch what goes in their mouth and they do it. They arise to the occasion every day. And that's what you have to get into your head. And if you cannot get that into your head, then you're going to be a hamster on a wheel. And I'm just being point blank, period. I can't lie to you about it. You're going to go through this all the time until you change the way you look at food, the way you look at exercise, the way you look at your life. You have to change it.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Hey guys, well, when I had went through my divorce, right, it was a life changing thing for me. You know what I'm saying, for various reasons. But one of the main things that I started working on was literally myself, because when I was in that past relationship, I literally had lost a part of myself for real. I literally did. So when I got out of it and I started focusing in on myself, it wasn't just me just working out. It became a lifestyle for me, where I literally changed how the way I was eating, certain things I put into my body, certain things I take out of my body, whatever the case may be, right? And I agree with all of y'all with what y'all said, that's where it starts with the mentality first. One thing about me is that I had to before I could work out my actual body, I had to work my mind first. And I'm saying it again. Before I could actually work my body, I had to literally work my mind first. I had to condition my mind first to get it to that point to where when I started working my body out, it started making all these changes. I know my body's going to reject it and do what it's going to do. We want to have withdrawals and all the stuff there. But my mind became so strong where we kept pushing it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yep. I'm surprised Lina ain't trolling again.
Why do y'all think I be trolling?
Because you do troll, bro.
Man, I'm dead serious.
You troll.
I mean, y'all over here trying to give all this fake ass advice. Get yourself an AI bot. That'll fix your problems.
How they gonna fix you though? Damn it!
I don't need them to fix. Man, you saw what that one AI bot did? She had dude worn out. That's an exercise right there.
Oh, well, yeah. In that case, then I guess
you're
See?
Right.
I guess you're right. Who's that? Buddy? Who played Luke Cage? Yeah. Yeah, he had admitted that too. He like, she's like, you want to go around? No, she wore me out.
Exactly, dude. That's going to be another solution.
You gonna be on your own. I think that's a millennial Gen X thing. Excuse me, Gen Z.
What generation are you? Like Gen Z, Gen H, Gen I?
Not Gen Beta, I'll tell you that. I feel bad for them.
What the hell?
I feel bad for them.
There's actually a Gen Beta for real?
That's the current generation, Beta.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Gen Alpha just ended. We're in Generation Beta as of this year. So all these little niggas that's about to get born, we gonna be calling them betas.
Oh wow.
Beta.
That's so sad.
Mm-mm-mm.
Beta.
There you
Beta.
go.
Dang. Say, don't y'all be having babies, man, because they're going to be part of the Gen Beta. Oh, you had that
He
baby?
said
Oh,
he's
he's
gonna be born
automatic.
just in time.
Yeah, he going to be born sassy as hell, like what's his name? Wearing bell bottom jeans and stuff on. What's that dude name everybody talking about?
Oh, you talking about Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. This dude gonna be sassy as hell as Kendrick Lamar. Wearing bell bottom jeans and stuff.
I am a millennial to answer y'all question.
That must be a millennial thing to be itching to sleep with a bot.
I said y'all way older than me.
Ew. SBK, you want to sleep with a bot?
Hell no.
Don't knock it until you try it, bro. They gonna get you a Megan Good looking bot. She gonna have you worn out, man.
Urban, if you ever get a divorce, you going to the bots?
So yeah, cause I ain't getting married no more for sure. After this, I'm done. We need some alternate solutions here.
See? We gotta think realistically.
Well, we don't have to sign no more contracts. And you want to know the best part about getting the bot is that I can do a prenup and that bot is not going to act up over it. Period.
Oh my God! If you have to put a prenup on a bot, that says something about this society.
Man, these bots gonna be logical, man. You don't know what you're gonna run into.
If that's the case, then Lionel, you gonna have problems with the bots too. You just ain't gonna be satisfied.
No, I'm more technologically adept than the rest of you. I know how to fix this.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'm never gonna cross that path anyway because I got a phenomenal wife anyway. So
look at that. See, he got a
There
winner.
you
He
go.
good
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear.
until they're not.
But for us, Lionel, I don't know. Even my bro SBK, man, I don't know, man. Bro ain't married yet, so so it probably be a AI bot probably come out by the time Buddy get married, man.
I don't know, man. I'll say, man, I ain't married, never been married, but way these Mickey Fickies are these days, bro. Where people you can't tell whether a Mickey Ficky is a man or a woman, or I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the box is. Maybe you on to something, Lionel. Maybe you.
See? Thank you.
Why are you encouraging this bull crap, SBK?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know exactly what it is too. You don't have to sit up there and guess or anything like that, unless you just purposely get a transgender bot.
Right? Because you know they're gonna invent one.
Yep.
But no, y'all do need to. I am serious though. People do need to take care of themselves, but at the same time, society coddles them. Even if people don't, society does. There isn't enough accountability, if we're being honest, because too much is being accepted. Unless it comes off negative, then they jump together to be like, that's negative. But it's always some BS, ironically. Right now, the big thing is being fat. You want to be 600 pounds because you're hearing it more and more. Thanks to a nice TV show, guess what? It's okay to be 600 pounds. You want to eat 3 Domino's extra large pieces tonight? Eat them. Be happy. That's the message they're giving.
What TV show made it okay for you to be fat?
So that my 600-pound show, right?
That's one of them.
My 600-pound life is about getting the bariatric surgery, though.
No, I
trying
No,
to,
never
no,
the
watched it.
no.
goal is to drop like over 100 or 200 pounds so they can do the surgery safely.
So notice what you're saying. Now, I get the point of the show because my sister put a gun to my head and made me watch it. But the thing about this is they're celebrating it. It's not mirrored. They're not looking at the point of the show. They're looking at the fact that it's being put out there because that's how people's minds work. It's no different than saying, hey, it's okay to be 16 and pregnant. Let's put this out there. It's okay to have Cisco doing backflips because of thongs. Let's just put that out there. You know, you're going to put something out there and all you got to do is glorify it. The message is irrelevant 9 times out of 10.
I doubt if that's being glorified. I've looked at that show and there is nothing glorifying about
So, okay,
having to bathe and
so let
having
me,
somebody wash your behind as
so
a
let,
grown ass person.
so let me know. Let me know. I say that because now it's being used in terms of rhetoric as we highlight the 600-pound people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't want to use that, you can easily use the fat chick, Lil Well, that's out here promoting herself now. And now getting other fat women to promote themselves.
I would go with that one before I would go with 600 pound. My 600.
But I'm just telling you that people are bringing the show up. There are legitimate people bringing this up as a metric of glorifying themselves. That's why I said the point of it's going to easily get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because why wouldn't I want to be on TV now and get famous because I'm fat? There's also that argument.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Isn't that the same as what's her name? What is that little girl? What's the little white girl and they real country? What was her name? Dang it.
So I know what you're talking
Her
about. I
show
can't remember her. I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember her name.
and all her, I think her mother, her sister, and all of them, they ended up getting the bariatric surgery. I cannot think of the show though, but yeah. Now that one I can say, yeah, they kind of glorified it, and they keep glorifying that show.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to everyone who's on in the chat right now. No more love. I see you in the building. Shout out to everyone else who are either watching in the bushes or you're catching the replay. All right, I'll go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, take care of yourself because they are glorifying being unhealthy.
Yeah.
They're telling you to be happy with who you are. Don't let these people tell you nothing. And like you brought up, there are now these communities of big bags that are celebrating being a big bag and telling you, hey, it's okay. Be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's an actual, like I stated earlier, there's an actual community, and they trying to get on the same level as the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Where they trying to literally create a law that's accommodating them the same way as the LGBTQ community. Gasman, salute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, how y'all feel about that? That whole formation of this community, this big back community.
I think a lot of that has to do with just a bunch of people just coming together as an excuse to make excuses for themselves. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, man, it's just they're enabling each other, like E said, and it's just an excuse to just live an unhealthy lifestyle, and that's sad. You know what I mean? And so what's going to happen is, just like you was talking about, Urban, you got the LGBTQ, and then you got other organizations out there, man, that are banding together. And so when you got this society just promoting a bunch of nonsense that is detrimental to your health, you know what I mean? You're not helping yourself. You're not helping, and once again, going back to what you said, Lionel, about societal norms, you know what I mean? If people keep on doing this or whatever, it's just going to be normal for people to just, for overweight people to just band together and just have their own clique, their own movement. You know what I mean? They want rights, just like old girl from the Uber chick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to, everybody needs to accommodate unhealthy lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Well, it's happening right. It's happening now. You know what I mean? But it's going to be more prevalent.
Yep.
They want it to happen, but I don't know how far that can go. I mean, just let's be honest. And I don't think even any big person, if they had a plane that accommodated big people, would these big people really want to trust to get on that dang plane? Just imagine the accommodations for all these big folks to get on a plane. Would the big people even want to get on a plane with all these big people? I mean, damn. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because how many seats does a plane hold? What, like 100? You figuring 100 or so, 500 pound, anywhere from 350 to 500 on a plane? I wouldn't even trust it. I would be
You'd be
scared.
at night.
I would be scared.
Hey, not to mention the weight of the one pilot, co-pilot, and also the weight of the luggage too. The store luggage and everything.
Exactly, to accommodate, just to accommodate you. Y'all gonna accommodate yourselves into the ocean? Really?
I knew that's where that was going.
I'm just being honest. It's just certain things. It's just common sense. I mean, even get. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just common sense. I mean, would you want to get, big people on you go to the what is it, Great America, Disneyland. They get a ride just for big people. Are you going to trust it? Come on.
Final
Do you understand
destination,
the
real quick.
engineering that has to take place for that to be possible? Do you understand that?
Imagine on Coretta roller coaster that's do all that loop and stuff for big people, accommodate them.
Exactly.
Man, that's gonna be
You know how
crazy as
much
hell.
reinforcements that have to take place, the engineering that would have to take place, and then who gonna trust that?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna trust that? We just have an honest conversation.
Yeah, that does imagine this, right? They do that big old dip and they go down, right, and they do that little loop. The moment that they hit that first loop, right, that big person either going to get ejected or that big person going to be throwing up because their body is not going to handle all that gravity going at Mach speeds, right? Because some of them roller coasters do go at Mach speed and stuff, so they ain't gonna be able to handle all that.
No, and not even that. Let's just look at what insurance company is going to insure that plane and these new rides at these amusement parks. Who doing it? Who's doing it?
Whoever gets bullied.
Nah, no,
No,
it's
if the
not.
fat people can get rights, they're going to be able to bully someone.
Just do what's right, y'all. Just do what's right. That's all I'm saying.
I noticed Lionel stopped using big back and he started saying fat. He's like, well, shoot,
I
we
gotta
can't
be
use big
honest.
back. We're just gonna say fat since big back triggering.
It is what it
but
is.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree.
But that's still what I'm saying. You can't do what's right when society is fighting against, when there are parts of society fighting against that. They're making it too easy for the people to just be like, you know what, I'll just be fat. However, that's where people like ETV comes in. Unfortunately, I actually have to give her a compliment now. Because if you look at when she showed herself when she was fat versus when she showed herself now, how does that not inspire a girl to be like, let me switch up?
You'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't. I get it. I see it. But that there needs to be more of that pushing out is what I mean, though. That's not the biggest type of things that they're celebrating.
Man,
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know whether Lionel would really truly give it E a compliment or not. I
What
have
you
no idea.
mean?
I have no
That was a
idea,
good
man.
compliment. I'm trying not to be disrespectful. The woman is married.
I appreciate it, Lionel. It's all right.
Lionel up here trying, bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Man, she knew where I was going. That's all that matters.
But yeah, other than that, y'all have any final thoughts before we gonna wrap up the show? Because we've been on live like 3 darn hours. 3 darn hours.
Dang, I missed a lot. I gotta catch the replay.
Yeah, catch the replay. Clip the hell out of it too, because I was cooking.
You was cooking.
Yeah, I was cooking like always. A delicious meal that's fat free.
Like the fat people.
Mine's
Except
fat.
not fat free.
Oh shit. But yeah, any final words on anybody on the panel, man? Any final words from y'all?
Thanks for having me come up, man. Fire Live. You always know how to be controversial. but hey, man. Hey, though, I appreciate you having me come up, man. Lionel, this just ETV chat. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all we're always cooking, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate it as well. Thank you all. Urban, Lionel, SBK brother. Chat. I hope I wasn't, too realistic. If I was, I have no other way to be. And like Urban said, when you get a chance, if you get a chance, come over to my side. It's just ETV. I do have a playlist about my bariatric. I am a bariatric patient. I am 14 years post-op. I am not just up here as a quote unquote person who's skinny. I there was a season in my life where I was 300 pounds. I'm 5'11" and I was 300 pounds. And so, I've lived it. I'm not just talking, I lived it. So, and also me and brother SBK, we have a show that's called Tap In. We've had a lot of conversations about, health and, meal prepping and exercise and supplements and just talking about being healthy overall, health and wealth. So it's not something that I do to be, mean or, indignant or anything like that, but I am very realistic when it comes to talking about this because I've lived it. But I say it out of love, and I hope you took it out of love. And that's all. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Lionel, hold on for one moment. Yeah, so like, with Just E and SBK, make sure y'all sub up to their channel. So matter of fact, when y'all step down on E and SBK, by all means, plug your channel into the chat so people can know where to find you. Find both of y'all respective shows and y'all show Tap In as well too. Now on that show Tap In, and on their respective channels, right? They're a little bit less controversial as your boy Urban, because over here, so we just keep it real over here. But they're kind of a tad bit more modest with it, just a tad. Depending on what they talk about. But this particular topic, they're a little bit tad more modest than me over here, because I just.
You just tell it. He be telling like a TI is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, when y'all step down, by all means, put your channel up there so people will find your channel, your respective channels and shows, and people will most definitely tune in because they got phenomenal content for real. They really do. And I'm very not only privileged but honored and also blessed to come around SBK and E in their community as well too. So yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead, Lionel.
I hope what y'all took what she said is mean. I mean, let's be real. She could have said it a lot nicer, but she kept it real with y'all fat people. Y'all need to keep y'all weight under control. Y'all want to be healthy. Get healthy. You want to look like a real MILF? You got to get healthy. You got these AI robots coming to take over y'all. These dudes don't want fat women. They gonna want the Megan Good looking AI bot now. Y'all got to get that shit under control on some real talk now. Dieting doesn't have to mean that, you effed up. It's a way of life. Listen to what they said. They tried to feed y'all some real spit. It's supposed to be encouraging. But at the same time, y'all know Eve, she mean as shit. But she's telling the truth. And SBK and his humble self, he telling the truth. Like, y'all need to listen because being fat isn't a way of life. Come on. You not trying to, everywhere you go, someone got to pull up a whole 7-foot long bench so you can just try to fit on it. You don't want to be called big back, whale, rhino. You just want to be a person, right? Get y'all act together. And thanks for having me on the show, Urban.
Oh, man. And the crazy part about it, I co-sign everything that he just said, man. That's the crazy part about it. Like, yeah. That's the crazy part about it. He said it. So he was blunt force with it. That's normally some stuff I would say. But yeah, shout out to you as well too. Lionel, make sure you want to plug your channel in the chat, which I've been seeing you doing it, by the way. But yeah, continue to plug your channel in the chat as well, man. And yeah, appreciate you want to pull it up, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
All right, once again, shout out to everyone who tuned into the stream today. I appreciate y'all a whole lot. This is what we all about over here at the lounge, man, where we always be having these thought-provoking conversations over here all the time. This conversation is, like I tell y'all, and I'll be real with y'all, is designed to trigger the hell out you, but it's a method behind the madness. Why I do what I do, because check this out. There are many other people or content creators out there who's talking about the same exact way, right? But they're not having the optimal results, so are really getting people to hold themselves accountable. But when you come over here at the lounge, man, we said differently. We said in a way where it make you mad and it'll piss you off. But at the same time, you're thinking about it. You're like, fool made me mad, but you know what? I just can't help to say, but he's right, or they're right, or she's right. They're right. I need to tighten it up and get it together. I need to get my act together, because my whole thing is that I want people to live long lasting lives, man. And I know once again that is what you're trying to do. Yep. Like I stated earlier, a lot of y'all stated earlier at the beginning of the year that y'all trying to do your workout and stuff, right? Maybe some of y'all doing it right now currently. Some of y'all probably had gave up on it. And that's the whole purpose why I'm talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Not to be extremely mean with y'all, but I'm just being real with y'all. A lot of y'all out there, and I ended with this. A lot of y'all out there say this about me. Y'all say that even though I may not agree with everything that Urban say, but one thing for certain is that I can look at Urban as a brother on YouTube, for real, because that's exactly how the way he act as a brother on YouTube, which that's what I am, literally. Because at the end of the day, I honestly do care about people. I really do. So that's why we be having these conversations. That's why I talk about the stuff I talk about on this channel all the time. This topic, relationship topics, religion topics and stuff, right? Everything on this channel, because I know that these taboo conversations, people is not really talking about it. But I am. I'm going to talk about it. And there are a lot more other stuff that I got planned that I'm gonna talk about as well too. And then, yes, we're gonna be triggering. It's gonna be very triggering. So, but make sure you tune in to the stream. Make sure you tune into the stream with all this thought-provoking conversation. My moderators, they're dropping their respective channels right now. SBK, Lionel, Just E, Speak, he's also in the bit as well too. Bro, if you still watching right now, make sure you drop your own channel as well too, bro. And make sure that, hey, also Speak, make sure you promote yourself too, because I don't care, because as long as you're a moderator, I don't care about you promoting yourself on my channel in the chat, you know what I'm saying, because you got that privilege. All right, so make sure you want to check out all these respected content creators, man, that are doing their thing, man, with all this great content. And make sure you come back over to the lounge again, man, where we always had a thought-provoking conversation. All right, so other than that, y'all, that is it. That's all I got, man. My wife just texted me. Well, she had texted me over an hour ago saying that she had dinner ready. So I'm already super late for dinner. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to eat all my food. Might eat just a little bit of it, say the rest for tomorrow. So that's more likely what I do normally. But shout out to Mrs. Urban cooking for me. So let's go on eat dinner, spend the rest of the time with my wife, and we're gonna chill out, y'all, and I'll probably be in the YouTube streets as well too. So other than that, I'll see y'all again. Peace out, y'all. Y'all have a great and wonderful night.